Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so we're back at it again today. Let's see who we got in the building. Let's see. I do have to announce to you guys who all has the tickets from the last 3 lives. Let's see. So let me get out of this thing. This is what I need to learn how to do, just to click out of this or to have it come on without the OKC now. There we go. All right. So we are going to start this live off with me seeing who's all in the building. Okay, so we got Oscar in the building. We got Miss Veronica in the building. Hey, Christina. Buddha. What's up, Michael? How are you? What's up to everybody on the chat? What's up, my big brother Oscar? All right, so we got the family in the building. Let me see. All right, everybody just welcoming each other in. How are you doing tonight? I know, right? Crazy, crazy. So we're just going to get caught up on everything. Let me go ahead and write everybody in because for some reason my chats are not coming up. So what I have had to do was, since I pop up people in the beginning, let me go ahead and do that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the first 5. So since they haven't been putting my chats up, I've been going back and looking at who I popped up or either said something to, things like that. And you could kind of tell who's in the chat, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to make sure I'm getting the people that are actually in here first and are, in here throughout. So to let you guys know who's all going in from the last 3 lives that I didn't do. If you are not in the States, there's no way that I can send you a gift card because I looked into it. Maybe I can and find one that I could send internationally, but it doesn't work that way. So normally if I'm going to pick a person, if they want to stay inside of it, I'll either draw again and then that person will do it. I just allow the person that I chose to choose who they want to give it to, but it has to be within the family. It can't just be like a random person, send it to my grandma in Spain. No. So, the very first person gets the 2 tickets. So let's see who was first on this one. On that day, it was Miss Veronica that was first. So there should be 2 in here for Miss Veronica. Yeah, so 2 for Miss Veronica from the first live. Then we have Michael on site, Buddha, and Oscar. And then I had Fun to Be Blonde, but I don't know if she still wanted to participate. But if we do pull her, I know she's out of the U.S., so still going in there. Oscar as well. The next one who was first in there, Michael was first on that one. So there should be 2 for him. There's 2 for Christina because Maud first in. And then there should be 2 for Michael. And then Oscar behind the bar and preach was on that one. And this last one was first in. Let's see who we got because I didn't write it down. I think it was first in was Oscar. Yeah, first in was Oscar. Then Christina, she was in, and her mod ticket. Miranda and her mod ticket. All right. So yeah, those are the people that are in for that one. Like I said, on March 1st, I'll start the $100 over again because that's when I'm sending out the $100. So on March 1st, I'll start the $100 again. So for every $5 you send to my Cash App, you get 2 tickets into this one. This is how I know they're separate. And the tickets are a completely different color. The tickets for that one, I switched it up instead of doing the numbers because people were like, well, how do you know? They're the orange ones for that. So we don't have to have no discrepancies or anything like that. And like I said, I don't pick the tickets. I literally take it from that jar, pour it in the bag. All of it's done on here. I shake it up. My son does the picking. So there's no, we don't do that over here. And you have to be subscribed to all 6 of the things. If there's something, a reason why not, you can always hit me up in my email as long as that's discussed before. If it's not discussed before, I'm going to expect you to be subscribed to all 6 of them, which is both of my YouTubes. So this channel and Naomi China D ×2. Also, Layla's Instagram, my Instagram. Her Instagram is right here. Let me pop that up. All of my stuff is Naomi China D, so that's not hard to find. I'm going to pop hers up here real quick. I am Layla Ali, since that is our pet. Yeah, make sure you guys write this down right now. It is IAMLAII. You guys know I love my eyes. And then LAHALII. So I am Layla Ali at Instagram, and then my Facebook and my Twitter. So if there's a reason why like you don't have it or whatever the case may be, make one just so there's no, extras, but you have to be following all 6 unless you hit me up prior. And you can't go follow it that same day because I can see when you follow it. Because some people be like, oh, I got picked. Oh, and then try to go follow. I had that done before. And no, I have to be fair to everyone else that supports the family and things like that. So let me pull that down real quick. All right, there we go. So that's for that. We're going to get straight into it because I got a couple of videos we need to get caught up on. And I want us to listen to Felicia's father, Kevin, on another YouTube channel. We're not going to watch it or anything like that. We will listen to the audio, and in the description box is the channel where you can go and watch it. It has a link, so you can click right on it, so you can watch the entire video. We are only going to listen to Kevin. If you want to listen to anything that's said afterwards, feel free. I mean, you can get more of an insight on what other people are thinking on it. Also, I'm going to have a couple of my friends that I've worked with and that have worked also in Houston come on the channel. I'm thinking of doing that on Saturday because tomorrow we're going to Disney. So I'm thinking of doing that on Saturday and Sunday because I have 2 or 3 of my friends that want to come on here. We'll see how we work that schedule out. Yeah. So let's get straight to it. Let me see what's going on in the chat before I hop on into a video. Hey, Destiny, how are you? Always nice to see new faces. Hi, Frozen Heart, how are you? Frozen Heart Journey, hello. Hey, Buddha, what's up? Enlightened little felon. Buddha, you shared it, I see. Thank you. Mi Vida Loca in the building. Michael, Christina. No Love. Spiritual Awakening. I saw that video earlier. Yeah, we're going to go into that video. And I just have a few things to say about some of it. And it's going to be just how I feel. I'm not coming at anybody. It's just the thoughts that I've had. I haven't watched the entire thing because once I started watching it, I was like, no, I'm going to watch this with everybody else. So that's what we're going to do. But first, we're going to watch my news station here in San Diego, where Felicia is from, because I said something on there today that I was like, So we'll get into that. And that was like 30 minutes ago, probably now an hour, because that was 30 minutes before I set up to come on here. So let's share. And all of this is for educational purposes, for us to go over information and see what's going on. Okay, so this is the one we want first. First, we're going to look at one of her family members speaking, also talking about the phone that was found, so we can get a clarity on that. I know that was my question. Was the phone bloodied, or was there a little bit of blood, specks of blood? What we heard the father say what it was, and you're going to hear him also say it inside of this interview that he had with RatchetTV Hood Journalist. So let's go into this video first. These videos that I'm going to show you are all of like 2 minutes each, so we can get through those pretty quickly. All right. Make sure it popped up. Okay, so it's on here.
That we are doing everything we can to find her.
The frantic search for a San Diego woman missing in Houston is intensifying. 24-year-old Felicia Johnson was last seen on April 15th, and her family is pleading for help in finding her.
ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala spoke with Johnson's loved ones about the ongoing efforts to safely bring her home.
Felicia is a beautiful young lady. She's very smart, very intelligent. She's the life of the party. We just celebrated her birthday on the 10th.
Betty Peterson shared these pictures of Felicia Johnson enjoying her 24th birthday party here in San Diego on the 10th, surrounded by loved ones. But days later, Peterson would learn that her niece was missing after taking a trip to Houston.
By the 15th, she just vanished off the face of the earth. That's just that's unreal to me.
Felicia's father, Kevin Johnson, made his way to Houston to search for her. Flyers have been posted, and he says multiple agencies are involved. Houston police say the FBI has also joined the investigation. Crime Stoppers is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the case.
I'm not going to leave here until I have a definite answer about what happened to my daughter.
Kevin tells us he was told Felicia was last seen leaving Cover Girls Club on the 15th and got into a man's car. But he says he has not been able to confirm that information and hasn't received any surveillance video that he's requested. He says Felicia's phone was tracked down miles away and fully charged.
On the side of the freeway, about 6 feet off the railing, embankment, and it was in the grass. Like somebody just threw it out the window while they were driving. It had some blood on it. It looked like it maybe came from like a fingernail or something.
The family now hoping to keep Felicia's name and face in the spotlight as the mission to bring her home continues.
No matter how long it takes, we don't want her name to get lost in the shuffle. We miss her and we want her home.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
There is a GoFundMe campaign for the family to help Kevin stay in Texas as he continues to search for Felicia. We've got a link to that on the homepage of our website, 10news.com.
I received 40.
Okay, yeah, I had to turn off that one of my fish drinks. The other one I'm gonna keep on, but that one was like real loud. I was like, no. And I see what you guys are saying. No, I actually did not have time to braid my hair down and wear my hair like I normally wear it, because I'm like, oh, I need to get on here because I have so much to say. No, I won't be wearing my hair like this all the time. You guys are not gonna see me with curly hair. I see what you're saying though, Miss Veronica. A lot of people like it, but this is like my normal everyday. No, we won't be seeing that. And Buddha, you're not gonna really wear my hats. I could sing you a Cali hat though, and I'm not retiring my hats. So here goes y'all little comments. Whatever. I'm not retiring my hats. This is just last minute. Didn't get a chance to do the Naomi China D. So yeah, like I said. I mean, thank you. But yeah, no, you guys are going to see me with my braids and my hat. I didn't have enough time to braid my hair down. Well, because I would have had to, I wore it like this today. I actually went somewhere. So I would have had to like wash my hair, blow dry it, braid it, then put my hair, the two braids. No, we weren't doing that today. We just wasn't going to do that. So let's get straight to the next video. This is the news video that I'm talking about, guys. This is what's making me think. Hold on. Okay, I was getting a little message on another case. This is the video that is making me think, like, are we jumping the gun here? Are we speaking on something a little too early? Because we really don't have any proof that this young lady was there. So y'all got to listen for yourselves, okay? When you guys listen to this, we could break it down after. And actually, I want to start getting y'all in the building early, but we're not going to do too much talking right now because we're going to do a lot of that in the when we watch the other video, but I will get you guys going on and popping in. But yeah, this just made me think about that. Like, was she really there? Like, are we just going, what are we going off of? Listen up.
New developments on what may be on surveillance video and the disappearance of a San Diego woman while on a trip to Houston. ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen asked an attorney who has seen the video about the clues it may hold.
Outside Houston City Hall,
I believe Felicia could have possibly been trafficked.
a father in search of answers alongside the director of victim services for Houston Crime Stoppers, which is offering a $5,000 reward in the disappearance of San Diegan Felicia Johnson.
We're of the opinion that her disappearance resulted from criminal conduct.
Felicia vanished on the night of April 15th during a trip to Houston, days after celebrating her 24th birthday in San Diego. Her father, Kevin, says he was told by employees of CoverGirl's nightclub that Felicia, an aspiring model and dancer, was turned down for a job before getting into a car with a customer of the club. She hasn't been seen since. Her father says Felicia's phone was discovered a few miles from the club on the side of a freeway near a park with what appeared to be specks of blood on it.
Believe the footage from the CoverGirls could possibly provide us with answers to Felicia's whereabouts.
Casey Wallace, attorney for the nightclub, says their surveillance video has been turned over to Houston police.
The very day they requested it, they
Hold up. I need you guys to listen up to what Casey Wallace is about to say, because this is what has me thinking a whole nother way, and I was leaning towards this, but I was like, okay, I don't have any other proof to start saying, what if this wasn't the last place she was actually seen? And when I normally don't have facts or information, I don't really speak on it. So listen up to what he's about to say. Listen.
The attorney says while he isn't sure what employees told Felicia's father, he's seen the video from the night in question.
I can tell you, we do not have any evidence that this woman was either in the club, or that she applied for a job, or that she left with somebody.
Wallace says the day after they handed over that video, they discovered additional video of a woman being turned down for a job on a different date.
And asked for a job, was respectfully declined, and she turned around and left. We gave that to the Houston Police Department.
The identity of that woman is not known. Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
Okay, so now listen to me. Do you guys remember what I said about how mysteriously videos will go missing? How, it'll be a glitch. How that's why, no, we sent it over that day. So either Felicia was never in this club and this girl has her mistaken, but no. If she was sharing her location with family members that also led Kevin to her phone on the side of the road, because that's what he said. She was sharing her location to other people, friends, family, whatever it was. She was sharing her location, and that's how he found the phone. It was still on, fully charged, and that's how he found the phone. So I'm not sure, but I in my opinion, I think that something led Kevin and family to this club. A friend knew she was going there, whatever the case may be. And that's why this person is saying, hey, I did see her. But now we get what I've been telling you guys about. No, it wasn't her. It was a completely different girl. She was what? Unidentified. These are the games clubs will play and get away with it. I mean, I've known of girls being essayed in the club. There's cameras right in the booth they're talking about. All of a sudden, those cameras was not working that night. I've heard of customers getting racks taken from them. They don't know how it happened. No, it was in his pants, or it was in, his pocket inside of his wallet. His wallet is there, but it's not there. The girl didn't take it out or anything like that. These girls are slick, I'm telling you. You got to be on your P's and Q's. And guess what? Because the manager was getting a cut, that was no longer on the camera. Like it just disappeared. No one knew where that was. A girl that had made a crazy killing, and this has happened to me before. This was a featured girl that came in. They gave her a locker. She had her own lock and everything. And I told her, don't use their lock. Use your lock. There's still ways for them to open up the lockers, sometimes through the back, sometimes through the master key to certain master locks and things like that. And there was no footage of that on the camera. Like, The locker rooms, the locker room that I'm talking about is in the same area as the women's bathroom that the women customers would use, as well as the dancers. So it glitches out, it glitches back in, but now the lock is not on that locker. None of that. Nothing's in the locker at all. Not her clothes, nothing, but her money is missing. When she comes in, though, it's just her whole money bag is missing. But from the time she came in and got the rest of her stuff to go into the office and say, hey, you know, my money is missing, this and this and that, they don't even have her getting her stuff out of it. It's just a clear locker, like, oh, you never were in that locker. Come on, y'all. We got to quit playing these games with these people because it just makes no sense. But anyway, let me move this off of here so that way I can... Okay, so I got 2 more short videos, and then we're going to get straight into the video we came here to analyze. Oh, they be playing more than games, Oscar. I'm telling you, they be playing more than games. Wait till I have my homegirl. Hey, no, I'm going to ask my homegirl if she remembered the day when I was in a strip hop, and there was, I don't know if you would call him what is that word everybody's using? A public figure? Is that what it is? A public figure? Or would you call him a celebrity? But he was coming into the club all the time. That's, you know, the person that I'm going to do a lot more of the stories on. He's currently in prison for some of his actions. We'll touch on a lot of those and some other things, but girls would try to literally fight me over this guy. Someone that I was like, y'all handle him. You guys can go over there and do what you guys need to do. I'll just do my rounds around the club, since everybody's just focused on this one person because he's coming in with money, but you're ignoring everybody else that comes in here daily, weekly, monthly, that you know has money as well. But since this person is a celebrity, you feel that they need all of your attention. No, you guys go ahead and handle that. I'll be over here. This is the person I told you they would like literally pick me up and like throw me over there, like, go. Like, and I'm like, no, I'm good. So I'm gonna ask her if she remembers the time when it was 2 girls from Louisiana that were like trying to fight me and my friend. And I'm just like, no, like you can like totally like have him. And they were just like super going crazy in the locker room to the point where I was like, well, we'll get to that story. It was just crazy, but I was just like, all right. You know, the main thing you do in these situations is you always make sure you have your lock in your hand. That's it. Just make sure you go to your locker. You're like, okay, whatever, close your locker. Just be like, okay, so what are we doing right now? Because I'm not confrontational like that. Like, if I got to protect myself, I will. This doesn't need to go this way because literally you're mad because a guy wants me to come to his section. I don't want to go to that section, but you're mad because he wants me to go to this section. Okay, I don't understand it. But anyway, okay. I don't know. Girls get mad at a lot of things. We're going to get into some stories, y'all. And I'm going to have some people come on here so you guys can talk about that. We do have another case, well, a couple of cases, because when Felicia's case came into play, I was like, yo, we got to talk about this because I do not want another woman. I'm not even going to say a Black woman. I do not want another woman in the industry that is just considered so bad. But look, we got bank tellers taking advantage of elderly men, elderly women, elderly people, period, taking over their accounts, extorting money out of it, and all kind of things. But just something as simple as, you know, a model, you know, just because you're using your body, something that literally everybody in the world cannot use. But the thing is, they don't know that they can, because a lot of men and women love all colors of the rainbow, all shapes and sizes, and people belittle themselves because they don't look like what society wants you to look like. Cookie cutter shape. No, there's someone for everybody. So people are mad because people are using what God gave them to make a living, when people also use their talents and their mind. And, you know, if I'm good in math, I'm also using what God gave me. If I'm good in science, I'm also using what God gave me. And I only started thinking that way after I had a counselor that broke it down to me. And I told her, when I come into you again, I want you to say it exactly how you said it to me, because the way she broke it down, I was like, and she's an older lady. And she was like, you know what? I respect prostitutes. And I was like, why? Like, how? And she was like, and the way she broke it down, y'all, I don't even know. I was like, oh, okay, I feel that, because she compared her work as a counselor, you know, guiding people. And she used to be a teacher as well, a professor in college. She compared that to that, and I was like, oh, it's different, because I mean, you're literally putting your body at risk, all kind of stuff. And she's like, listen, I put myself at risk all this. The way she explained it, yo, like, I'm gonna see if I can get her to like talk. I mean, I don't know if she will, but I'm gonna see if I can, because it was just great how she put it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and share this video. So we got 2 short videos before we continue. Is that the one? There we go. Oscar, I know you're going to talk crap because you're like, you had your eyes checked 7 to 8 years ago, and that's why your glasses don't work. Listen to me. Leave me alone. All right, let me see. Did it pop up over there? No, it didn't. Okay, I will. Here we go.
Afternoon, the father of a 24-year-old woman who went missing 2 weeks ago after leaving a strip club over in the Northwest Side was at City Hall hoping to bring more attention to her disappearance. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live now from the Southwest Side.
Yeah, Rashi, Felicia Johnson's father, Kevin Johnson, didn't hold back his frustration over how he perceives police and others are handling her disappearance. 24-year-old Felicia Johnson was last seen on Friday, April 15th, leaving CoverGirl's adult nightclub on West Little York. She traveled here from San Diego in hopes of getting a job as a dancer. Her cell phone, covered in blood, was found 4 miles from the strip club. Her father, Kevin Johnson, says it took 5 days before HPD began investigating her disappearance.
Since that time, I've stepped back and allowed them to do their job. However, I have yet to be provided with any information as it relates to her last known whereabouts, which I believe to be the CoverGirl nightclub. Nor have I at this time been provided with any pertinent information as it relates to the surveillance footage at the CoverGirl nightclub that could easily confirm or deny Felicia's identity.
Crime Stoppers is offering a $5,000 reward for information.
There's many questions, obviously, that are out there, and we need the answers, because right now, grief is intensified without justice. And sadly, right now, justice is lacking for Felicia and her family.
Felicia's father claims HPD, the DA's office, and club owners are not being forthcoming about Felicia's disappearance. He believes she's become a victim of human trafficking. He also criticized Black Lives Matter of Houston.
Where are you at? I've been here 2 weeks. Like, you have zero presence. Like, reach out to me.
Listen, I don't want to say it like this, but this is not fully a Black Lives Matter situation. Yes, does it have something to do with it? Of course. Of course. But it is because of the industry. It is because of what people make certain women that do this type of job look to be. So it's not only that, it's just because they belittle women that make money in this way. When I don't understand that, because it's so many men that are contributing to this that are in way higher places than me, you, and the next. So it's just like, why are we so belittled and so nothing? But yet these men making billions, millions of dollars are coming in and saying, hey, you guys make me feel like I have someone I can talk to. I can't talk to my sister. I can't talk to my mom. I can't talk to my wife. I can't talk to my brother, but I could come in and talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why are we now being so belittled? And the only reason why I'm saying we, even though I'm not in that industry currently, is because it's not something that I frown upon or would never go to if need be. Like I said, the only reason is because I'm in California and now it's just a whole lot of different politics going on. But if you could keep it in the realm of this is only entertainment, nothing goes further than that, I respect a lot of the old school girls that keep it in the same category as me rather than mixing two different lifestyles that are similar into one. So I just feel like, yes, it is partly a color issue, but is it fully that? No. We need to break down these stigmas for adult entertainment because listen to me. All these people from A to Z, I'm sure have looked at a adult website sometime in their life. You're contributing to that lifestyle. Now, why is it so horrible when you used it for some type of entertainment for yourself at some point in your life? Don't look so bad upon it. And you know what? I do also have a friend of mine that I worked with that's a really big adult film star now. And she used to look up to me, you know, and now she doing her thing. She got some things going for her that I don't want to say in this live because I don't want to make it, you know what I'm saying? But she went and she took it to a whole nother level to where she's making products in her name and things like that. And I give it to women that take it from something small and take it bigger than that and not necessarily have to use your body. You know what I'm saying? It's good. So what are models to me? Models on Main Street and runways. They're using their body. Same things as a dancer. They're using their body. I'm talking about dancers that actually keep it in the entertainment dancer fantasy light. Not that take it on the outside. That's not what I'm speaking about. Because I've never had to do that at all ever in my life. So that's what I'm speaking about. Now, when we go to other things, yes, I think of that differently. But like I said, my counselor was like, hey, you got to think of it as this. And I do see what she's saying, but I just think there's so many risks that come with that. So let's continue to listen to Kevin. I don't think it's a fully Black Lives Matter, but that is a step. And I feel like certain organizations don't, even though it's Black lives, I feel like they don't want to step over into this part of the industry. And that's why they're kind of pushing Kevin out. I do want Kevin to come on and speak because I feel like a lot of rumors are being put out there and he should just be able to clear it up. Like, look, I'm looking for my daughter. That's all that matters. All this extra nonsense of me being a part of it or this or whatever the case may be, because I honestly don't feel like he's a part of the reason why his daughter's missing. I really don't. But I hear people saying, well, we think it's just a full-on scam. She's going to pop up later because he's trying to get money. All he keeps talking about is money, 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 money. He's trying to get his, what is it called? GoFundMe to go up real high, and that way, you know, he can make money and then later be like, oh, I found my daughter and still have that money. I really don't feel like that's what it is. Come on now. Somebody would have been able to see Felicia in this area to say, hey, either she got snatched up and took across this border and can't come back because she ain't got none of her personal stuff, because yes, and I even said, he has to know, being from San Diego, where I'm from, literally, I'm 7 minutes, 10 minutes from the border. We can just walk straight over there, walk through the little tongues, walk straight over there. Now, when you come back, they will give you a little hassle to come back with your ID, because now they want you to have the little passport or the passport card. The same thing in Texas, right there. You can go over, no problem. Coming back is a little bit hard. So yeah, they can pick her up and take her over there. I believe that can happen. So let's just go ahead and listen so we can get to the main part of the video.
That's all I got to say.
The FBI tells us its Houston office is assisting HPD, but HPD remains the lead investigative agency. Reporting live from the Southwest Side, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
All right, so let's get into the next one real quick. So right after this, we're getting into the main video. This is the supposedly supposed to be the full video of the video we just seen downtown. I want to just cover all my bases with you guys and make sure you guys are getting as much as you guys can from out of this. And so here we go. We're going to open up the panel as well. So share. Also, guys, I'm going to start doing Motivational Mondays as well as just motivational moments. So on Motivational Mondays, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have somebody that either I find on social media that's just doing positive things, or that hits me up in my emails and is saying, hey, this is what I'm doing that's positive, you know, in the community, in my community, in your community, in whatever the case may be, just some positive, because me dealing with so much negativity on my channel, it's really starting to take a toll on me. And I've been taking some breaks to kind of, you know, self meditate and things like that, because just dealing with so many stories that are just so heavy. Sometimes I just need that positivity. And you know what? I'm going to give you guys my motivational moment right now. And this is what I'm going to want you guys to do as well. So sometime during my videos, I prefer in the very beginning of it, hit my phone or hit my IG sometime during the video and say, hey, I want to call in and say something that motivational happened to me, something that brought my spirits up, something that this, so that I can either have you come on here or just talk on the phone and people can hear you. That was a great thing that happened to you in your life, or something just spontaneous. So I'm going to give you an example. Today, me taking my son to school. Okay, it's a busy street. Cars are going fast by. I'm on the side street. So it's the busy street this way. I'm on this street to get onto the street to take my son to school. So while I'm waiting, a woman, I didn't know who was in the car, but she stops. And that made the other side of the street finally stop and allow the women and children and men that were taking their kids to school to cross the street. Because I've seen people just go shh, 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 back and forth, knowing that it's 25 miles per hour, but still going up and down the street, not letting the people take their kids to school. She stopped. And I was like, who's in that car? I just was whatever, observing. So as she stopped, I got into the intersection so that when, you know, she let the people cross, I'd be able to just go up and drop my child off. But when I was doing that and she started coming, I rolled my window down. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. She rolled her window down. She was like, yeah. And I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. If it does not take too much out of your day to just stop, allow someone to cross the street, stop to, you see an older person trying to, what did I see the other day? She was trying to like do something with the machine. I stopped doing my laundry to come and help her do small things, guys. It does not have to be something big. If you can help someone out, why not do it? If it's not really cutting into your day, stop. Let that person cross the street. You got time to get home. Let that person cross the street. Stop. It's a homeless person. You got an extra bottle of water you didn't use from work? Something so small. Hey, you want this bottle of water? Anything, certain small things, certain small gestures are just amazing. And I feel like we all need to do things like that. So that's my motivational moment. So that's what I'm talking about, that I'm going to start incorporating into my videos, some small like that. Hopefully people can hit me up before so they can do their little small motivational moment in between the videos. But that's just what I want to do to kind of lighten up all this tragedy I'm dealing with on my channel. So here we go. What's going on? Let's see.
I'm Andy Kahn, Director of Victim Services, Victim Advocacy Crime Stoppers of Houston. And the reason we're out here today is to once again ask for the public's help in finding out what happened to Felicia Johnson. She's disappeared now for several weeks. We are of the opinion that her disappearance resulted from criminal conduct, and therefore, as a result of that, Crime Stoppers is offering an up to a $5,000 reward, 5,000 big ones, for any information leading up to the arrest of the suspect and or suspects that we firmly believe is responsible for criminal activity, criminal conduct on Felicia Johnson. We know somebody out there knows something. You just don't disappear without somebody noticing something. We know where her cell phone was found. We know what happened when she left the club. We know she got into a car. We have all that. We just need someone to step up to the plate and do the right thing and contact Crime Stoppers.
So you guys just heard what my news station said. Do I need to play it again? No, I'm not going to, but I will put it in one of my videos. They just said, we don't know if it's Felicia who went into this building. We just know someone said, they think it's her. They don't have it on video, but do I feel like the club could have twerked that? Yes, I sure do. I feel like that's highly a part of it because they don't want any dealings with it. So I think that is something that they would do. But I love to go on facts. So facts are facts are facts, period. If they do have video of her going in there, great. If they don't, who is this unidentified person that they're not saying that went in there and said, okay, I don't have a job, and walked out? Like, we got to start making things make sense. And now if they're starting to say, okay, this person did walk in here and got a job and walked out and it has nothing to do with a criminal investigation, I feel like they need to let Kevin know, look, why not? It has nothing to do with anything criminal. Show him. This is not your daughter. This is the person that my employee could have possibly thought was your daughter, came in here and asked for a job, got sent away and went out. Why not give him that? Otherwise, you're leading everybody to think that you guys do corrupt stuff because that's what these clubs do. And I know from firsthand experience, and that is just what it is. So when we're talking about 5,000 big ones, could we at least talk 25? And that's still not even enough for me. Because we got, people being snatched up and automatically straight off the bat, it's $1 million. $1 million for information. So what makes her $5,000 worthy? I just want to know where that comes from. I want to know where that comes from. We got behind the barn building. Let's go ahead. We got it out here, man. Got it out here. If y'all ain't rocking with Behind the Bar, I'm mad because he sent me this one though. He knows the one I want. But y'all ain't gotta rock with him. Look, he even gave me this. Matching. Wait, can y'all see it, or is it like the light messing it up? So I mean, he got his little merch going. We got to respect, you know, people that are trying to build themselves in the YouTube community, anything like that. We are all here to help each other out. And people that rock with me, I'll rock with them. So hopefully, you know, things can be all peace in our community because we're all here for positive things. And I just want to keep that going in our community. If you guys have anything you guys need to put out there, I'm not somebody huge. Hopefully one day I can get there. I just want to be for you guys and put whatever you guys need out there and be here for the people, not here for me. But I hate when I say that. People are like, oh, well, now that you're this or now that you're that, like, you no, I don't think I'm any more greater than anybody else. I just want to get as big as I can to genuinely help people get whatever situation it is. You know, something that's so negative of what Kevin is going through right now, getting his daughter's story out. Something as positive as you know, you're starting up a new clothing line. You're starting a new shoe line. You're starting a new channel, a business, anything like that is what I want to start just helping people out with, and not doing it from a place of greed, not doing it from a place of, oh, you owe me. Let's all work together to get us places in life. That's all I really care about. Like, stop being so negative. I just really, I don't rock with stuff like that. I really don't. Because I don't feel like anybody should feel like anybody's competition. Yes, you can. I say that's not a normal feeling of feeling like, oh, I got to compete. Yeah, compete with who you need to compete with, but don't feel like they're competition to where you need to sabotage. No, if you're going to compete and do it, what I want to say, do it honestly, to where you're knowing you're getting to where you're getting honestly, not by sabotaging someone else. That's what I don't like. Let's go.
713-222-TIPS.
Let me take that back a little bit so you know
online, the right thing, and contact Crime Stoppers on Felicia Johnson. We know somebody out there knows something. You just don't disappear without somebody noticing something. We know where her cell phone was found. We know what happened when she left the club. We know she got into a car. We have all that. We just need someone to step up to the plate and do the right thing and contact Crime Stoppers. 713-222-TIPS. Online, www.crime-stoppers.org. Mobile app, over 20 languages. Do this for Felicia. Do this for her father, Kevin. Do this for her family, and send a message out that we are not going to allow young women to just simply disappear without a trace and not get any answers. There's many questions, obviously, that are out there, and we need the answers, because right now, grief is intensified without justice. And sadly, right now, justice is lacking for Felicia and her family. And with that in mind, I'm going to bring up Felicia's father, who's been here, taking his own time from California. And I guarantee you, as a father, you will never, ever give up trying to find out what happened to your child. And Kevin epitomizes that. And we're hoping again, and when Kevin comes up here, that someone out there will recognize the pain, the grief, and the agony that he and his family are in, and just do the right thing.
Hello, my name is Kevin Johnson. I'm the father of Felicia Marie Johnson. I arrived here in Houston on April 16th, 2022, at which time I immediately began trying to find any leads in the disappearance of my daughter and seeking help from the Houston Police Department. Nevertheless, it took approximately 5 days before Houston PD would begin to investigate Felicia's disappearance. Since that time, I've stepped back and allowed them to do their job. However, I have yet to be provided with any information as it relates to her last known whereabouts, which I believe to be the CoverGirl nightclub. Nor have I at this time been provided with any pertinent information as it relates to the surveillance footage at the CoverGirl nightclub that could easily confirm or deny Felicia's identity. I firmly believe some of the pushback I've experienced comes from several areas. Being there seems to be a code of silence here between several governing bodies, including the Houston PD. 2, it's a known fact that the DA, Kim Ogg, has taken campaign monies from the DeVary brothers, who happen to own the CoverGirl nightclub, in the amount of $25,000. I believe Felicia could have possibly been trafficked, and I also believe the footage from the CoverGirls could possibly provide us with answers to Felicia's whereabouts and could confirm her identity. We are all aware the DeVary brothers have an extensive history of criminal activities, from wage theft to alleged prostitution, public lewdness, selling booze to minors, refusing their inspections, and yes, alleged human trafficking. My plea today is to the city of Houston and all its governor entities would hear my heart and my plea, and to not hold back any efforts or information that could help bring Felicia home. I am grateful for Lee Merritt, who has agreed to take on my case and helping to bring Felicia home. And I am hopeful that Black Lives Matter Houston, Roland Martin would come on board and be willing to use their platforms to make sure Felicia is found. Finally, to Governor Sylvester Turner, as a girl dad, I'm more than sure you understand why I will not stop fighting to bring Felicia home. I am hoping you will also partner with me, making sure no stone goes unturned and all accountable are brought to justice to find my baby girl and bring her home safely. And I want to close with a message to Black Lives Matter Houston. Where are you at? I've been here 2 weeks. Like, you have zero presence. Like, reach out to me. That's all I got to say.
Networking and sponsorships are a huge
Sorry, guys. I'm like on the phone. It's just like so much stuff going on right now. These YouTube streets are getting real nasty and going after people for no apparent reason. And some of these things need to be addressed. We're going to stay on the task at hand. We're already at an hour now. Like I said, I'm trying to keep videos shorter than that. So we're going to get straight into it. We're not going to go more over than 2 hours. I got to learn how to do my chapters so people can already know. But I think I'm going to say at the hour mark is when we go into this video. So now that I know where it is, we can go straight into it. So I'm gonna need whoever wants to pop up, because once I start starting and stopping the video, you're not gonna be able to say a lot or too much about what's going on with what the dad is saying. I'm not playing the whole video from this guy's channel, but it is RatchetTV Hood Journalist channel, which is in the chat, and you can start it at the point, which is in the beginning, is where it's only what Kevin's talking about is what I really want to talk about. So that's where we're going to start at. And anything else, maybe I may put that in another live if we need to talk about things that the other people were saying in there. Hold on, I want this one. Trying to give me hold on. Okay, that's the one we want. It's gonna share. You guys playing with me? What's happening? Man. Oh, stop. Okay. So we're gonna go straight into that. I'm going to unplug this while I start it, and I'll pop back in because I just want you guys to hear everything that's going on in this so we can analyze what Kevin is talking about. So I put the link in the chat. I'm going to give you this little second when I'm going to unplug my fish tanks and things like that so we can have with all this extra noise not in there. And we could talk about what the father is saying. So go ahead, feel free to pop in so that we can discuss this. Give me a second while I'm putting it up. All right, here we go. Let me take that down. So here is his screen. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to play it while I talk about it, but it will be in the background, guys, okay? I'm just letting you guys know where it's coming from. So let's go ahead and get started.
Gotta talk Ratchet Gang. We gotta chop it up. Tonight we gotta talk about the case of missing Felicia Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Everything is alleged and it's all under the Fair Use Act. You can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video, and everything I say is alleged. All right, so boom. Kevin Johnson, I'm trying to bring you up. Kevin Johnson, can you hear me? Kevin Johnson, can you hear me? I think we got a bad connection.
Yeah, let me get on this part quick.
Yeah, I can't even hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. I'm about to get you right back in. I'm not sure what happened with this connection. That's Kevin Johnson. That's the father of Felicia. It's the father of Felicia Johnson. We got a bad connection real quick. Hold on, give me a second.
So can you guys hear this? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. Put a 2 in the chat if you cannot hear what I'm playing right now. Let me know, y'all. Okay, what's up? I'm gonna have to mute you for a second. Hold on.
Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna try to get him back in here. 1 second, y'all. Let me call him. Salute, Brandy. I appreciate that. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to all the mods. Salute to the green team. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody sub to the channel. Salute to all the haters. We will be nowhere without the haters. All right, hold on. I think we got him now. Let's see.
Thank you, guys.
All right, you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. How you doing today, Kevin?
Hanging in there.
All right, Kevin. So you still out in Houston right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you talk to us a little bit about, catch us up to speed on where are we at right now in the case of missing Felicia Johnson?
Shit, pretty much where we was at in the beginning. Still wondering where she at.
Okay, you still wondering where she at? You said she has not been located. You have no. Say it again.
I said she has not been located yet, and I'm still waiting for an update from law enforcement. So
okay,
I don't have any new information.
Now, when you first found out she went missing, now what was supposed to be going on right now? She's from San Diego, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and so she was coming to San Diego. She was leaving San Diego to go to Houston to visit family and to possibly get a job. She was thinking about moving to Houston.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
something like that. I don't know if she was going to move here, but you know, she was visiting, and while she was visiting, I guess she wanted to make some extra money or what have you. So she went in there and tried to get a job.
Okay, and who told you? Where did you get this information from?
One of the employees, cover girls.
So who did she go in this club with?
I believe she just went in there by herself.
So she traveled to San Diego by herself?
No, she's from San Diego to Houston by herself.
And she had nobody with her?
Not that I know of, no. I don't know why.
Because there was
I don't know why she came by herself, but she did.
Because there was a story going around that she was with 4 other girls, so that's not true.
I don't believe that's true. She might have seen those girls in the lobby of the hotel, but they wasn't all together.
Okay, so to your knowledge, she just drove from San Diego to Houston, and
I believe she flew out here.
Oh, so she flew out here.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know who purchased that ticket for her? She got it herself. She just booked the ticket herself and just came.
We didn't even get to that part yet.
See,
I believe she booked her own ticket.
Okay.
And have you retrieved any phone records from her?
Nah, the authorities have the phone.
So this is what I don't understand. A lot of things of not understanding of how she got there and things like that, because I kept hearing that, oh, she got there and hold on, let me take this down real quick. She got there and we know for a fact that she was there with at least 3 to 4 other women. We know for a fact she was there with other girls. But there's no proof. Where are the facts? Where is the proof that she was there with other girls? I want to see it. I'm not trying to discredit anybody, but if I don't see it, I can't say that it's facts. So where is the facts that she was there with other women? Where's the facts that someone else bought her the ticket? Where's the facts that she drove to Houston from San Diego all the way to Texas? Like, where is all this information coming from to where it's being said, but not, facts being put out there to where we're like, okay, no, I know she was because it was said here by her best friend. And I have that information here to show you. Where's the facts that another man bought her ticket to fly to Houston? And it's facts here because we either got the ticket or we got her talking to the guy, or we got the guy that bought her ticket and she never showed up. Or we have this, like, where are the actual facts that we're speaking on here in this case? Because if I don't see facts, I can't speak on them. I can only say in my opinion, but to speak facts, I can't do.
And they saying there's the facts. Where the other girls at? Wait, why nobody's popping up?
That's what I'm saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Because if I know me being in this lifestyle, me and my girl go to the club, whatever, we're going to audition. We come out. We both don't get hired, or one of us get hired. Say one of us get hired, okay? So I'm in the club working. She's not going to be able to work. I would already be following her location. I would already be knowing she's getting an Uber back to the hotel. Don't tell anybody where our hotel is. And I need to be with girls I could trust that with, because that's a big thing with me. No one needs to know where our hotel is but us. Not even your family members, not nobody like that. Maybe your mama, your daddy, your grandma, but anybody below that, no. Because I've had situations to where I've been in hotels with females and a sister or their cousin knew where we was and they invited their friends over to hang out. No. That's not what this is. I'm out here to work to make some money, and that is what it is. I'm going to work, working hours after hours after hours, literally more than like 15 hours. And I'm going home or to my hotel, sleeping for a second, getting right back up doing the same thing. Because when you go out of town, when I go out of town, it's literally like, okay, up, work, sleep, because I'm going out there literally for a weekend or a week to just work, stack, go back home.
Exactly. That's how you're supposed to do
it. Or I'm going to another state, work for a week, stack, go back home so I could be cool for a month or two.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing. So why?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick. If your girlfriend, say you go in there, it's 2 of y'all, like allegedly, if it's 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all, whatever, it don't matter, and want to get hired, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a male stripper, say like that, if I was a male stripper and I'm going with two of my male strippers, and those two ain't getting hired, I'm not going to participate in that club.
I'm sorry, but that's not how it works, because you know what? Every club isn't going to hire every girl. So what would happen, say, if we go with 3 girls, okay?
Yeah.
So say I get hired at a club and the other 2 girls didn't. Or 2 girls get hired at the club and the other girl didn't. If the one girl didn't get hired, it would either be like, hey, stay in the locker room with us, depending on what they would do, or either stay in the crowd and just chill with us tomorrow night. We're either going to find her a club to get hired at, or we'll try to get hired at the same club with her, or we're going to go back to our club after we try to get her hired, and she's going to have to stay in the hotel room that night for us to go out the next night to try to get her hired somewhere. We're not going to stop our money because you can't get hired. We're not going to do that. But are we going to make sure all of us are safe? Yeah. So if 2 of us get hired, you got to sit in the club, you know, drink or chill or whatever you got to do.
That's what I'm about to ask next.
Our shift is over. Or if one of us get hired and 2 of us don't, y'all could go back to the hotel, chill, or go to other clubs until you find somewhere to get hired and go back to the hotel. But we're all in communication. This ain't no one for all. But I can't go to a different state, and just because my friends aren't getting hired, I'm not going to work. That's not how it works.
All right, that's why I was
Because
going
I've
to ask
been
you.
multiple times where I can get hired and my friends can't, and it was because of my small stature. Even though I was black, I could get into the white clubs. But there's been clubs that they could get into because they were thick and voluptuous and all of that, and I still had the buns, but I was just smaller, and so I wasn't like. And then also, like I said, I have a
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I could get ratchet, but I have a more seductive type of dance, and the more like, yo, get it. I can, but it's just not something I want to do.
Well,
You know
you
what I'm saying? They could get hired.
and all that, the twerking and all that.
Right. No, I do that, but I'm saying it's not like my go-to. You know what I'm saying? Because I make more money being the normal way that I am. So, but if they do get hired like at a club where they want thicker girls, then
let me ask one more question. You could choose to be on a stage, or you could choose to be on the floor.
Once you get hired, yeah, you can choose to say. But if you are gonna take off stage, okay, it's different in different clubs. So, like in Spearmint Rhino in Las Vegas, if I choose I don't want to go on any stages, you're gonna have to pay your house fee. On top of that, you're going to have to pay an off-stage fee as well.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So that you don't have to go on stage, because the girls are the advertisement for the club. So if you don't want to advertise for the club and that be your job there while you making money in the club,
but I think the ones that
you got to pay me now.
Then I feel the ones that's off stage get more than the ones that be on stage because they get the engagement. Ain't that right?
It all depends, because when you're not on stage, you're only on stage for a couple of songs. 3 songs, 4 songs max. Other than that, you're walking around. And then when it's bigger clubs like Spearmint, and I'm only saying Spearmint Rhino because that's like the main club I was at, and where
I went to a lot of Spearmint Rhinos.
So that's where what I'm talking about mainly. But I did work at a lot of African American clubs, so where it was like, hey, smart, you just get your shit. But when it's clubs like that, you can pay for a off stage fee, but I don't understand why girls would, because in turned up clubs, African American clubs, when you get on stage and you like, hey, turned up, I mean, that's when it's like racks on racks flying. Now with that, what you want to have is your person that you assign to pick up all your money, because if you don't, when you got people throwing bands and bands and bands, you're going to have the little water feeders scooping up your money on the side. So you want to have at least 2 to 4 girls on each side of the stage to swoop your money up as well. as on stage when you get off.
Let
So
me
that
ask
they
you
get your money and you can hand them, their cut from it or whatever. Otherwise, you're gonna have the scavengers getting whatever dollars they can pick up.
All right, let me ask you another one. So if it's 3 females on the stage, and say, all right, say
3 females on the stage. I don't know. I've never. Well,
I'm just saying, if it's 3 people on the stage,
I can't recall a time I've got. Maybe there's some video out there and somebody could debunk me, and that's why I don't want to say it fully. But I don't think there's ever been a time when I've been on a stage with 3 people.
No, I've been in strip club. There was some stay with 4.
I just
4
don't
women,
see me doing
but
that. But
I
it possibly could have happened in maybe like a King of Diamonds situation, but I just don't see that happening. And I've never been on the stage
King of
other than
Diamonds like that.
me and my partner. Otherwise, it's just me, so I don't know really.
Oh, because I've been on. I don't watch. Like 3 or 4 people on the stage. Do they? And I don't saw people throw racks. I'm talking about racks.
Hey, Mike, when you gonna send the pic of this merch?
I come get it, my nigga.
When you gonna send a picture?
Whenever. I don't know. I'm gonna send a picture.
You got it right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say I was gonna be mad.
I told them I'm gonna take a picture
right now.
But what I'm saying is like, if there's 2 people, say there's 2 people on stage, and they throwing racks, those 2 females got to split that money up together.
Yes, if it's me and my partner, yeah. But if anybody extras on there, no, that's not how I get down, and that's why I kind of make it guidelines of who is there. I'm gonna continue, okay? Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Our electronics. So they're doing their thing with it.
Okay, so where did the story come from that she was outside this club and that she left it with the customer? Who told you?
It came from one of the employees.
How did the employee know all this information?
Front desk.
But
working at the front desk.
So if she's outside, was she outside waiting on the Uber or inside waiting on the Uber?
I'm not sure about that either. Probably both.
So the employees are following her around inside and out. I'm trying to make some sense of this to try to understand where this narrative even came from. You get what I'm saying? So have you ever seen the inside footage or the outside footage?
Nah, of course I wouldn't see any footage. They don't show civilians footage.
Which you're the.
So this is my question. If they don't show civilians footage, how do we know Felicia was there? This is why I want to talk to Pops, because if he has his relatives or friends or family that he sent her location to and have it of her being there, that's different than us just seeming like, okay, this person said, okay, she was going to have an audition there. She was there. She told me she didn't get hired and I haven't heard from her since. That's different than saying I actually have GPS of her being there. So is there GPS of her being there, or someone just saying, oh yeah, she went there, she wasn't hired, and that was the last time I heard from her, so that's the last phrase? Or did she go other places and we just don't know about it, and now there's some thrown on the side? That's what we need to figure out.
That was my next. I was thinking about that as well. Like, she probably could have went somewhere else. Because like you said, when your friends don't when your friends they go somewhere else to try to get their money, ain't that right?
Say it again.
They were trying to. All right. Let's say one person. If that one person don't go in that club, don't get hired, will they go somewhere else to another place to try to get hired to another place? Because they over there.
There's 2 of us. If I'm with a person and I'm taking them with me out of town, say we're jumping from club to club to club, because normally if we're jumping from club to club to club in the daytime trying to get hired for night, we'll know where we're going to work. But if it's a type of club to where you have to audition at the night, That's normally why we come in on a Wednesday or Thursday, so we can get in with the night manager to see if we can get in on the night shift for that weekend. But if she can't get in and I can, I would want her, I can't make her, you're grown, to come in the club, stay with me, because she could possibly make money within that club. Not supposed to, but can, while I'm working, but still be there while I'm working my job, and we can set some stuff up while that's going on. But the next day, of course, we're going to go and see where we can work together in a club, and say we do work together in a club that we both get hired in, and I'm not making money that I made the first night. Of course, I'm going to go to that club, but now she's in that club. Now I know she's somewhere safe. So I could work mine, and then I could go pick her up, or vice versa. She could work hers and come pick me up. It's just, you got to work as a team in this, because we can't separate like that. This is why things like this happen. So I wonder if she was with other people and this happened, but there's no proof of that. When I seen that, I could say, okay, her friends that were with her knows exactly where she's at right now. Point blank.
Yo, you hit it on the. I was about to say, you hit it on the.
But if we're listening to what he's gonna say, let's listen to this man.
Come on.
She didn't go with nobody else. So let's listen to.
Come on.
Go ahead, mute up.
Father.
Nah, that don't matter. They don't care about that.
We're gonna go back a little bit so we can listen. Don't interrupt.
You know, she was visiting, and while she was visiting, I guess she wanted to make some extra money, or what have you. So she went in there and tried to get a job.
Okay, and who told you? Where'd you get this information from?
One of the employees, cover girls.
So who did she go in this club with?
I believe she just went in there.
So real quick, South National, I'm gonna have my homegirl come on here either Saturday or Sunday, and she's gonna talk about. We're both gonna talk about the whole journey to Mexico and things like that, and how things like that happen. So that is a possibility. I just don't think. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I don't want to step on my toes before we even get to any of that. So, yes, definitely.
By herself.
So she traveled to San Diego by herself?
No, from San Diego to Houston by herself.
And she had nobody with her?
Not that I know of, no. I don't know why.
Because there was
I don't know why she came by herself, but she did.
Because there was a story going around that she was with 4 other girls, so that's not true.
I don't believe that's true. She might have seen those girls in the lobby.
So did I already show you guys what I think they're talking about? Did I already show you guys of what I think they're talking about? Her, we seen video of her being with 4 of the girls. Oh no, we know for a fact that she was there with 4 of the girls. Oh, this. We know she was with 4 other girls. I don't feel like they fully know that. I think that the video that I'm about to show you is the reason why they think she was there with 4 other girls. Because I'm like, no one can still show me why they feel that Felicia Johnson was from San Diego to Houston, Texas with 4 other girls. So let me go here. Let me find it real quick. Let me see where it's at. Oh, right here. Let me pause it though, because I don't want it to play. Okay, so this is the reason why I feel like people think Felicia Johnson was in Houston with 4 other girls. They said 4 other girls and a couple of guys. I think they seen this little thing that a couple of people put out, and they're saying, okay, no, we know for a fact she was with a couple of girls and a couple of guys. Not looking at who was in it, because I haven't had anybody else send me anything. So we're going to go straight to that. So to me, this is her and her friend. We don't know when this is from.
It's gonna be okay. Just go leave, okay. Baby, lead the way. Yeah. But today, right now, I need you. Girl. My everything.
Who is that in the background? I said this the other night. Why are we thinking this just means she was in Houston, Texas with some other girls and some guys? Who's that right there in the red with the striped blue top? Her father, listen to what he says.
Red Cup Gang, Johnson Gang.
Red Cup Gang, Johnson Gang. Why are people thinking she was here with 4 females? She was 4 girls and some guys. There's going to be other guys. Look.
Hey. Wait, why is Hazel Johnson too? Period. I was about to say that.
Why is Hazel Johnson?
She got the doggy style. She got up a hookah. She on me again. Pass me the jug, my heart coming. This gon' be okay. Just go leave, okay. Baby, lead the way. Yeah. But today, right now, I need you. Girl.
Okay, so there's another guy that I'm thinking they're seeing.
I'll come right back.
No. Okay, so I don't know if they're getting all of that and is thinking this, but to me, it's just a little bit much. So, let's go back to it.
Of the hotel, but it wasn't all together.
You guys can still hear it,
Okay,
right?
So to your knowledge, she just got up, drove from San Diego to Houston, and
I believe she flew out here.
Oh, so she flew out here.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know who purchased that ticket for her? She got it herself. She just booked the ticket herself.
We didn't even.
So he's like, "Who gave you the ticket? Who did she get the ticket from? We didn't even book it." Okay, you guys can hear it. I don't know who she booked it with. It sounds to me that Kevin is being as honest as he can be. I don't know. She didn't book the ticket with anybody. She was going out there to talk to family. It was her birthday out here. She booked a ticket to go out there. She was going to try to make money while she was out there to try to hang out with family. To me, that sounds logical. Can I say that Trick didn't pay for a ticket and was like, "Hey, come out here"? Can I say that some friends wasn't like, "Hey, I know of a club you could work at"? There's so many different possibilities into this. I don't want everybody to put it in a cookie cutter box. I just don't. So it says right here, I'm not going to put that back up, Oscar, because I just don't want no negativity. Christina is a very high possibility that she, I didn't even read that one before. So true. And I feel that way, but I just don't want to put it into existence. I feel this way. I do. I really do. But I feel like he does too. Has anybody heard from her? I feel like another one of her friends, which, and after this, I'm going to post, "Hey, love, have you heard from her? This is your best friend. I'm sure you're from San Diego too. Reach out. Like, girl, I'm with y'all. Let's try to find what happened to Felicia. Point blank, period. That's all I want. I just want her back. That's all. I just want her to, if she's in a place of where she wanted to go and is being, do you, mommy? Do you? If she was trying to get away, she's grown to do it. But if not, I want her to be found, because this is just out of line. Got all of us, our minds racing. Like, it's just a lot. And I feel like I have a lot of animosity towards this case just because of, I know how it was when I was in Houston and when I was her age. This was years ago. Son is now 6 years old. I was in Houston probably a decade and a little bit of change before her. You know, it ain't changed. It's the same crap. It's the same owners, same ish. No, we're not going to let this ride. We're just not. So let's continue it.
Get to that part yet.
See,
I believe she booked her own ticket.
Okay, and have you retrieved any phone records from her?
Nah, the authorities have the phone and all her electronics, so they're doing their thing with it.
Okay, so where did the story come from that she was outside this club and that she left it with the customer?
They came from one of the employees.
How did the employee know all this information?
Front desk.
But
working at the front desk.
So if she's outside, was she outside waiting on the Uber or inside waiting on the Uber?
I'm not sure about that either. Probably both.
So the employees are following her around.
And I don't like that. No, because when you go into a club, okay, when you're sitting in the front waiting for a manager or whoever the hiring manager is, you're talking to the girl in the front because that is your first point of business dealing with this club. So a lot of times those girls are really talkative and stuff and getting to know you. Oh yeah, I'm from Cali. Yeah, I'll be out here for this. I just turned this age. Yeah, this, that. You're talking to them a lot. So when people are like, well, how would she know? How would she know at the front desk? No, she wouldn't know because that's your first point of contact. Period. So this woman would know. It don't mean she got to follow her around. That's why I don't like certain people speaking on certain topics if they don't know about it. That's why when I don't know about something, I either want to reach out to certain people or I want to kind of keep it facts. So let's continue.
I'm trying to make some sense of this to try to understand where this narrative even came from.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So have you ever seen the inside footage or the outside footage?
Nah, of course I wouldn't see any footage. They don't show civilians footage.
But you're the father.
Nah, that don't matter. They don't care about that.
Have you requested to see the footage?
Right, I have, and they refuse.
So you do know you can go through the Freedom of Information Act and you.
So here's my thing. I'm wondering, did they refuse to show him because they can? And I don't know what Freedom of Information Act he's talking about, because with certain private companies and things like that, oh my gosh, this string, I swear, I have this little random fly, out here on the patio that just loves when I have my tamarindo drink. And he just be like trying to sit on my cap. Get out of here. But anyway, why would this person know everything about it? And I feel like the guy asking the questions, have done some research or have had people telling him this, and that. So he's asking the questions to try to get as much information as he can. But I don't know. You guys continue to listen. Let me know what you guys think.
Can get that footage.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that's
I'll
true,
get you behind
because I know you can only police can get
that
it.
footage from someone higher than the police.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Maybe I can ask
so
them.
You hooked up with the activists out there in Houston, correct?
Yeah, Cornell X.
What is going on with that situation?
He got the ball rolling for them to actually get a little more proactive in the investigation. After he got involved, people start moving around and start doing,
Let me tell you this. I think that's the only thing that is going to benefit Mr. Kevin in this case, because the police got this tied up in a nice bow. But the fact that Cornell got this case pushed into the media and got people moving, yes. Do I deny that? No. Cornell could get the ants running. When you mess up a trail of ants, you see them walk in and you mess it up and they kind of start scouring. That's what happened when Cornell came in on this case. So, do I doubt him from that? No. I gave Cornell all of that for sure. But do I think he needs to look into this case? No. Because whatever is on that tape, even though this guy is saying, oh no, the other girl that was on the tape was another girl and, you know, she knew she wasn't hired and she left. They have to have ways with the FBI being involved to retrieve anything these people are not showing. So here we go. Let's continue to listen. Behind the bar in the building. Did I show you guys this cup? It's in here somewhere. But I want him to send me slime. My slime one. This one. I need my slime. I love the lime green. You guys can see. Anyway, let's keep it going.
I'm doing some work. People start changing stories. You know, he got her on CNN. He got all the channels start calling me. You know, I just started getting a lot more active when he got involved.
Okay, so you guys ended up getting a private investigator when you did get to Houston, and that private investigator led you to a phone.
No, we found the phone.
Oh, it didn't lead you anywhere?
Yeah, we found the phone because she was already sharing her location with family members, and that's how we knew that the phone hadn't moved in some time, and they...
Bam. How did you guys know where the phone was at? Let's go to the chat real quick. Let's see where we at. Was that boy family or a friend? Which one, my love? Who are you talking about? Cops get footage all the time. Real sketchy. This is what I'm saying. They are now saying with I haven't heard it on anything in Houston, but in San Diego, what they're telling us is the footage that they gave the cops or that they are giving out is another young lady that is unidentified that came into the club that day or around that day, whatever the case may be, did not get the job, was like, okay, and walked out, but she's unidentified. Like I said, these clubs will do anything to manipulate and do whatever they can to footage. Am I saying this club did that? No, by no means necessary. But am I saying that I have been in situations where they will manipulate the cameras to benefit them? Yes, I'm saying that. Right? I'm saying that they will do it because that is what I've seen on multiple occasions. I've even had... We ain't even gonna go there, y'all. Like, I know that they do this for a fact and really will be like, oh no, it's a glitch. So that's all we're gonna go through right now. Let's go back to what Pops is saying.
They was able to locate the phone.
I think I want to speed it up a little bit. Let's see how we do with that.
About, I don't know, 15 minutes away from the club.
We're going to speed it up. Fourth
Not
time.
covered. It just has about three spots. But nice.
So they're doing a commercial right now. But do you guys hear? It was about 3 spots when everybody kept saying, oh no, it was a bloody phone. It was so much blood all over the phone. Stop playing these games, y'all. You guys see the phone that was there, right? Let me bring it up for you. Since we're going to play games. Let me bring the phone up. Here's the phone. Is this a bloodied phone? What does a bloodied phone look like to you guys? I don't know. What does a bloodied phone look like to anybody out here? A bloodied phone. Is that bloodied? Was that phone you guys just seen bloodied? If it was bloodied, put my panda bears in the building. Put my pandas if it was bloodied. Like something you would consider bloodied. If it was not bloodied, put a 2 in the building. Let me know what y'all got going on. Let's see. So with that, you can fill out paperwork and a police report of footage of release. Yeah. May know. No, I'm getting like for real. May know. Not for real, may know. Like for real, may know.
Yeah, how's my wife calling me? She's gonna call me back in a little while.
Wait, you gotta cut out what I'm saying.
No.
Okay, you good.
All right. How's my wife calling me? She said she's going back in a little while. But I wanted to get what I wanted to say was, all right, when she was in the car, when she was in San Diego or she was in Houston?
We don't know. I don't know if this is something that was before on her TikTok, because rumor has it, I'm not saying this is true, I am going to reach out to her dad, because I do not want this negative narrative to be out there, is that those videos and a lot of the other videos, as soon as he knew his daughter was missing, when he got the phone, he started deleting everything and only has a certain amount in there. I don't know if that's true. And I can't say it's true because I haven't spoke to him about that. I've spoken to him, but not about that. So I'm going to hit him up while I am playing the rest of this. And I just want him to give his side of it.
Right now, also that the person that you playing that video from, he's also live right now talking about the case as well.
That's fine, and I understand that, but I'm saying I'm not going to do
it's
this
way
every
more
day of
deeper.
my life, because I have other things going on, and I cannot do that. So
that was my main
but
question.
If Papa Johnson wants to say anything, I give him free range to say anything he wants on here, and I will give him to other bigger platforms. You guys know that I am linked up with, to go ahead and put it straight up on to, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it nationwide. I will. But the thing is, I want him to stay. Like, this is what he want me to do. I don't want to put a lot of her information out there, or things that, if he doesn't want that. And that's why I'm like,
if he's getting more information,
I'm gonna go ham for Felicia. But if you don't want it, I can go push it more than a family member. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah. But what I'm saying
And
is,
what
like,
I find is crazy that her photographer is my photographer, is one of my photographers, because we have pictures by the same person, and I'm like, what? Turn up.
But
So it's a bit crazy.
But there's another thing too. Like I remember recording you saying they're not giving him enough information. Why not? And he's the parent.
Because they need to keep their whole investigation clean. Because if they don't, they can jeopardize Felicia's case if something negative came out of this. And that's what I don't want.
And I think that's what I was thinking.
Because if something happened to her, I want everybody to be to the toppest, fullest. And I'm going to be right there like, look, this is what's going to happen. Because life sentences. No, we're not going to act like this is just, oh my God, it happened out of just no.
No, nothing happens to people just because, it don't matter what. It don't matter what situation.
As a passion crime, but we're not going to get this as that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, any
not
situation.
For my baby girl, we're not going to do that.
Not for any situation, because in the day,
not for my baby girl. Like I said, not for that.
But what I'm saying, like,
but I'm gonna go plug my phone up.
Like as a parent, I wouldn't want to know what's going on. The only person that could jeopardize the whole case is him.
No, don't do that. Don't say that.
I'm just saying, if they tell him any information, he's the only person that could jeopardize it. Anybody agree with me out there? But as a parent, I want to know what's going on with anything. Every second, whatever they have, what they got, I don't give a shit about nothing. I'm gonna go hard on that, and I'm gonna have a lawyer present.
And once he did, you know, it kind of lined up there for Wandy to go from the bottom around.
Because he could get a legal aid till he get his money up and hire a great lawyer.
It lined up pretty good for us. But Castro was a guy that, you know, we kind of targeted in the middle.
Anybody in the chat agrees with me?
In those middle innings in that kind of situation.
And it's a manager's dream when you put a couple of herbs into the starting lineup and they both produce. How about the spark that you received from Castro and Gonzalez?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I think
Because there's nobody's son and nobody's saying. Yeah, Christina. Yeah, we're gonna finish the video. I know you, man. Go ahead. What I'm saying is, would you want to know everything about your child? Okay, so I gotta do number one. Yeah. I will get me a legal aid lawyer to find at the moment, and then so I get the money up and everything and get me a good lawyer. But the only I won't want to know every little detail what's going on with my daughter. I don't care what it is. I don't really care about none of that.
Okay, I'm about to put this in here real quick so that I can. Oh wait, I gotta do this. Sorry.
And if but what I was saying, Naomi,
what you said, bro.
What I was saying was, I'm not saying he could jeopardize the case. I'm saying the only person that could, like, I would have wanted to know
her dad
every
ain't trying to
information
jeopardize
what's going on with my child.
Damn daughter.
And they would tell them any information. He's the only person that could jeopardize it. Nobody else.
Who?
No. What I'm saying is, I don't want to know everything what's going on with my child.
Right. Of course.
And then I'm saying is like this: I will get a legal aid lawyer to fight this. So I get the money up, so I get a good lawyer to even go deeper in this case for my child.
With his case, where it is right now, like there's so many people invested in this case that me even being little teensy me, there's way more people bigger than me that are invested in this case. He don't gotta go try to get all that big of a whatever. We need to make things be put out here now because
as an
awareness of what we have been going through
in the industry.
Hold on, nobody can hear. Because I'm getting twos. You guys can't hear what's going on? Can you guys not hear what's going on? That's what I want to know. Because can we finish the video, please? Yes, we definitely can, my love. I just want to make sure you guys can hear it before I continue. Okay, I can hear you. Thank you, Lakeisha. Okay, we're going to continue with that. Sorry, you guys. My voice,
But I was
no,
I just want to
continue with the video.
Yeah, I'm going. No, I'm saying I want to mute.
Go ahead, mute. Let's go.
Is the manager of Everton, Chelsea.
I'll mute you because you're not muting. Here we go. Let's see, here we go. Play.
They don't show civilians footage.
Which is you're the father.
Nah, that don't matter. They don't care about that.
Have you requested to see the footage?
Right, I have, and they refuse.
So you do know you can go through the Freedom of Information Act and you can get that footage.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get with you behind the scenes about that, but you can definitely request that footage from someone higher than the police.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Okay, so you hooked up with the activists out there in Houston, correct?
Yeah, Quanell X.
What is going on with that situation?
He got the ball rolling, so for them to actually get a little more proactive in the investigation. You know, after he got involved people start moving around and start doing, doing some work. People start changing stories. He got her on CNN. All the channels start calling me. Just start getting a lot more active when he got involved.
Okay, so you guys ended up getting.
Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is, because we got my famous guys that you guys already know about that mows lawns in the middle of the night, like literally does lawns at 2 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning. He's out here doing his dances in the front. So what I'm going to do, and then we got Layla. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to put something over it so we can continue to listen. We're only going to listen to Kevin Johnson, and if you want to listen to it straight across, we'll have it posted down in the description after. Okay, so here we go. Gonna add to stream. We're gonna put this up here so that way I can mute myself, because we got my famous nighttime landscaper doing his due diligence. So here we go. I'm going to block me out so you guys can hear everything. And Layla.
Getting a private investigator when you did get to Houston, and that private investigator led you to a phone.
No, we found the phone.
Oh, it didn't lead you anywhere.
Yeah, we found the phone because she was already sharing her location with family members, and that's how we knew that the phone hadn't moved in some time, and they was able to locate the phone on the side of the freeway, thrown off of Aldridge, about 15 minutes away from the club.
And the phone was covered in blood.
Not covered. It just has about three spots, but nice little spots so you can see it.
Before I go on, can you guys hear the father talking before I play this whole thing? And then at the end, everybody say, I didn't hear anything. Can you guys hear him? Let me know. I'm going to do it for a quick second. Let me.
Now, I'm guessing you were not able to determine if that was her blood or whose blood that was.
No, doing some work. People start changing stories. He got her on CNN. All the channels started calling me. I just started getting a lot more active when he got involved.
Okay, cool. I'm going to leave it
you
at
guys
this.
ended up getting a private investigator when you did get to Houston, and that private investigator led you to a phone.
Lakeisha.
No, we found the phone.
South.
Oh,
Thank
it
you,
didn't lead you anywhere.
Yeah, we found the phone because she was already sharing her location with family members, and that's how we knew that the phone hadn't moved in some time, and they was able to locate the phone on the side of the freeway, thrown off of Aldridge, about 15 minutes away from the club.
And the phone was covered in blood.
Not covered. It just has about three spots, but nice little spots so you can see it.
Now, I'm guessing you were not able to determine if that was her blood or whose blood that was.
The law enforcement was doing that, but they never gave me any kind of report on the findings.
So basically, you've just been down in Houston, and you're getting no answers.
Right, correctly.
Have you spoken to the? Okay, you said you've spoken with the staff. Who did you speak to at this club besides like some regular employees?
Nah, nobody. Nobody's talking. I'm letting the investigators do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, stay out of the way. So you gotta know about, out here, it's an open carry state. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a lot of noise. I'm dropping names, with people with money. So, I'm not gonna be all up in their face so they could do something to me. You know what I mean? I gotta let other people do their jobs, and then I gotta try to do what I can do from afar.
Yeah.
Because they're not talking to me. They are not talking to me. So that's a waste of time.
So what was Felicia doing prior to leaving to go to Houston? Was she working at clubs out there in San Diego? What did she have going on?
Yeah, man, she was just living her life, man. Doing her thing, getting her money, doing hair, and just living life, man. You know what I'm saying? She didn't tell me too much of really, what she did when she wasn't around me, and I try to respect her privacy. So, what I'm saying, as a father, I wouldn't really know, what I'm saying, all the extracurricular things that she might have been into. But I do know that she was making money off of hair, and, she had one of those social media pages or whatever. So, like that's what all the girls is doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives you. Well, I'm trying to ask that is because you said she was coming out here to make some extra money, and it's just different stories that I got coming out. And I'm wondering where all this it's a misinformation out there somewhere. I feel like
Yeah, of course it is. It's this whole case is misinformation. You know what I mean? People were saying one thing, leading us in the wrong directions, putting out fake ads, stealing their pictures, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's all throw off methods.
Okay,
it's all throw off methods.
Was it you that said? Because there was an article that came out that said you said that you feel like she was a victim of sex trafficking or human
Right.
trafficking.
And if they knew, and if they would have did any, I mean, it's common sense for one. You know what I'm saying? Given the fact that she was abducted, her luggage was at her room, the phone was thrown on the side of the freeway. What do they think that she's eating cookies and milk? Like a lot of people ask a lot of stupid ass questions. You know what I'm saying? That club has numerous cases of sex trafficking from all of these clubs in Texas, and everybody already knows that, right?
Yeah, I did do some
Okay,
research.
so people already. I don't understand why people just feel like they have to ask certain questions that you already know. It's asinine. You know what I'm saying? And I have to explain to grown ass people. Oh, you know, come on, man. Ask a better question, dude. Ask a better question. You know about the DeVary brothers? You know about the numerous criminal cases, criminal charges against them.
So then, why are they still free then? I mean,
you gotta be, you gotta ask the law enforcement. You gotta ask the people that make the laws and the legislature for these type of clubs to operate.
Who was that lady that was standing next to you at the press conference?
Oh, the Angela Williams. She's I guess a ex entertainer, activist now. I mean, you know, she has some connections in law enforcement, connections in the streets.
But didn't she say she was trafficked by the same club?
Yeah. That's what she was. She was taken for like 10 days and held captive against her will.
She was held captive for 10 days in this club.
Not in the club, man, but somewhere in the room or in the room or wherever they had her at, hotel or somewhere.
And obviously, nothing ever happened.
I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? She didn't go into details about her situation because I got my own situation right.
So what are you guys thinking right now? What has been said? What do you think is going on right now? And I'm gonna post this back in the link because I need to have other people having their opinions on this because this picture is too funny. Yes, I'm looking. Yes, I do want to know. That is me. Nosy as heck. I want to know what's going on because these type of things are not okay. We need some answers. What is going on? So here we have, let's see where we can go on this. We got Lakeisha Davis. We got Christina E in the building. We got Jeanette. Please don't give out information so no one is jeopardized. Yes, because they can mess up their case. I can hear you. I get that, mommy. I love all you guys. Since she is a legal adult, they do not help sometimes. Yes, and that's what makes a lot of these cases difficult. But I feel like I don't know, some people could say, oh no, this is out of their character just to get you to look. But if this is really, and the investigators look like this is out of this person's character, they do not just go missing like this, or this is just not their lifestyle, they should be out there looking. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel that. It takes public pressure. Yes. Let's see who else we got going on. Amy, how many different cities have you worked? That's not what we're talking about right now, but we can get to that on a later, different day. Yes, my magnifying glass. Not cookies and milk. Done. Yep. Let's keep going. A bunch of games. That woman said she was trafficked for decades. Did you guys not listen to what the Hispanic woman said in the background? I was trafficked for decades. It sounds like a pattern. Hello? Are we not hearing anything or what? Ask her full details about her abduction to learn about where they take girls and start there. I think they should do that too. If that girl was abducted. If she wasn't, then there's a lot of other questions that they can ask to get to certain things. But I feel like this is not nothing new. And either they're in on it or they are trying to get closer to it, is what I can say. So let's continue from where we are. All right, guys, here we go.
Right now. But, you know, she did say that she was a survivor of, you know, being taken.
And obviously you've done your research on these people too.
Yeah, I mean, my family members have that live here. You know, some people don't understand. It's like, I understand some people might be clout chasing, or somebody might be, you know, trying to gain some kind of acclaim from attaching themselves to my case. But I'm cool with that as long as you do what I need you to do and help me along the way. Everybody's useful in some kind of way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when somebody's not in my shoes and they talking, but I'm getting what I need, like, I'm not even listening to them. They helping me, and I can straight up say that. And that's all that matters.
So here is how I know how her dad is feeling about me. I'm not trying to use your daughter for any financial gain, any type of gain. I only jumped on this because she was a San Diego native. So if that's what he's feeling and he feels like, oh yeah, I could use you too. No, because my natural reaction to what I've been dealing with is to jump off this case. And I'm not going to do it now that I heard this, because I'm going to ask him, like, hey, do I need to jump off this because you think I'm doing it for clout? Because if I do, I'll jump completely off of it. I don't have to talk about any of it. But I feel like she's a San Diego native. And if this is something I do, I want to help her out, help her family out, help as any way that I can. But if it's looked at as this, I'm good. So after this, I'm going to reach out and say, hey, if you do not want me to cover your daughter's case, I won't. If you do, come on here and speak. If not, I'm just going to move on to another case, because this is not something I normally talk about. But since I feel like it needs to get out, yes, I'm going to do it. Anything I feel like needs to get out there, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to reach out to way more bigger people than me to get this word out. But if it's looked at as this, I'm pretty much good. Let's go ahead and continue.
Do you even know who put her onto this club, as far as why she chose that particular club?
I do not.
Do you know why
that I don't.
You know why she was turned away from the club?
No, I don't. They say because she was black. I think, you know, I can only speculate.
Wait, the employees.
As from the outside looking in, I can only speculate because nobody knows what happened.
So you said an employee told you she was turned away because she was black.
Yep, that's what I was told.
But there are black women who work in this same club.
I'm not sure about that either.
From what I was told, I mean, I heard that word, but you know.
Oh, okay. Can't believe everything you hear, man. That's what I'm telling y'all here.
So she goes into this club. The basically the employee says she walks into the club. She's turned away because she's black, and these are employees telling you this. And then they say, okay, once we turn her away, then she calls an Uber, and then she waits for the Uber, and then someone else comes and says they'll take her somewhere. So the employees are telling you all this.
Yep.
Do you know the employee's name who told you this?
Yeah, I do. The authorities already got it.
Okay.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do nothing to jeopardize the case.
Okay, I got you. But basically, somebody knows a little bit too much. It sounds like someone's creating every scenario for us.
Exactly.
With no proof to back it up.
It's bigger than what we think it is.
But if that's the case, then there's a big chance that footage is edited by now.
I mean, supposedly, if they do that, then the authorities will know, and they can prosecute them for tampering with evidence.
So when we talk about that and the tampering with evidence, I don't know how the authorities could do it, but if FBI is involved, I feel like they will know if they are tampering with the evidence, because I'm telling you, there's been so many times, and I'm tired of saying this, when the club will alter it because, like, they have something set up with a girl to get a one particular girl because they know that girl makes money, or a one per client because they know that guy brings in money and they send a girl in after to get their wallet, get all their money or whatever, and split it with the managers that's on that site. Like, it's just so much that goes on that things need to be looked in deeply and in all their files, period. Let's continue.
But if they, because everything is backed up by a hard drive. So,
But if you did your research, you would know that they kind of already in their back pocket anyway.
exactly. I already know that. That's why, I'm glad that the federal.
Boom. This is the part I was waiting for. If you look into your research and look at these clubs, because not only Cover Girls, but Centerfolds, which is a club I worked at, and worked at Cover Girls, but I worked at Centerfolds. Look into this club. They're linked. There's something they deal with on a regular basis. They know how to twerk this situation. They've dealt with it multiple times. They know how to twerk with a situation of a client being ripped off because they dealt with it many times where they don't have anything, but they take a cut of it. Or vice versa, of a girl getting SA'd and they, oh, no, none of that happened because it's a customer that pays them off to be able to do what they want to do with this particular girl. This is how these things go on, and it needs to stop being a secret. If people want to get their sexual needs handled by people on the streets or people in these clubs, do it and stop trying to do them foul. So where this does not have to lead to any of this. Pay what you weigh or go on. Stop trying to have to manipulate the situation. And girls, if you guys are not comfortable with guys manipulating the situation and getting what they want out of it, stop, because that's all that's going to go on in these types of lifestyles. And that's just what's going to happen, period. So if you're not comfortable with these men getting over on their married women and things like that, where they're coming and they need to feel comfortable with you in this and this and that, and you're not getting your money up front, leave it alone. Get your money up front. Yes, I'm going to listen to your BS. We're going to get through it, whatever. I'm going to get back to this and we're going to talk about it after. But this is just a thing that all parties involved need to take accountability. If not, and just leave it at that. So let's get back to this. Here we go. Let me put my screen back up, though. Here we go, y'all.
Federal authorities is involved.
So the feds are going to get in on this case.
Yeah.
And when did you find that information out?
I've been to that.
And
I've been to that.
Okay, so the feds are taking over. So this is not a Houston Police Department case anymore.
It's a co-task force.
Okay. And so I'm guessing that everybody does believe that she was a victim of sex trafficking.
Some people do, some people don't. I don't matter as long as they try to find her.
So with the information you got, do you feel like she's still good right now? Do you feel like there's still a situation where she's just being held somewhere and she can come back?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That she still needs help, and we can find her.
Okay, and you put something out today that said something about you need to stay out in Houston, and I want you to put the message out yourself because it came from you.
Yeah, man. I just got to be safe, man. You got to be safe out here, man. I'm seeing people getting shot every day. You know what I'm saying? This is an open carry state, man. I can't be just out here, stupid. I'm not from here, so I got to follow I got to move a different way. I definitely got to move a different way. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say too much, but you know what I'm saying?
Now, since
I already got a bug in my ear to where, you know what I'm saying, I need to, move a different way. That's it.
So I'm taking it you've received maybe some threats since you've been out there?
Nah, I'm not even going to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I got a bug in my ear.
Google Workspace helps our business run smoothly. Google Drive helps us organize and back up all of our files.
For me to move a different way. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say.
And how long are you planning on staying in Houston?
Shit, man, long as I can.
Here's what I'm going to say about him saying, oh, different way, different way, different way. I feel like somebody got in his head and was like, okay, I could do this for you and do it a different way. I feel like he needs to have a mind of his own in this situation because it's coming to his daughter. But if he's getting clouded with all these people that have different intentions of getting different things out of it, I feel that's what he's being led down and he doesn't even know it. Like, I asked him certain questions. He's like, oh no, this person's doing this person's doing that. And I'm like, wow. Like, the person that I ain't asked you for nothing is trying to put you into contact with people that are bigger than those people. And you're kind of like, psh, like, you ain't shit, BZ. Whatever. I don't need you. Whatever. I'm trying to put you in contact with people that are bigger than those people. Millions of followers, millions of this. And it's like, whatever, you're nothing. So I'm just like, okay, but I do want to advocate for my fellow San Diegan or someone just in the same industry. And it's just like, I ain't even gonna say what I want to say, but let's just go ahead and continue because I feel like it's gonna be taken the wrong way. So here we go.
Some people don't need help. Well, I mean, some people don't want help.
As long as I can. I'm smart, man. So I'm peeping game on how shit is played around here. You know what I'm saying? How shit is done. And I'm you know what I mean? I see that, you know, games is being played and you know what I'm saying? I gotta play the game too. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. I don't even want to say too much, but you know what I'm saying? I'm planning on being here as long as I can and doing.
So with that being said, that lets me know he doesn't know a lot about how the game is being, you know, ran, because right after he gets off of this live, and I'm not going to play it on here, they completely trash him and he thinks he knows what he's talking about. And that's why I was like, no, let's clear this up. But it's like, I don't want to clear it up. I got this. And I'm like, no, like, I want Felicia to have any and everything beneficial possible. But look how these people do her. Because, I mean, do him and do her. Because I'm going to let his portion be played. And you guys need to go on to this person, RatchetTV hood journalist, to hear the rest of it. But listen to how that all plays out after. It's like, I'm not going for none of that. I just want Felicia. I ain't going in for the drama. I want Felicia, and that's it. And so since I feel like there's other things involved, I don't even know where I come in at this situation. So here we go. Let's go.
Doing whatever I can and at the same time making sure that I stay safe.
I got you. I mean, but you, if you know, like, you know, you up against a lot right now because of.
I know, a lot.
From what I know, and my team digs deep about these people that you're going up against.
Mm-hmm.
Some heavy hitters.
I know. My daughter could be anywhere because their pockets are so deep. She could be right around the corner. She could be in a gated community where there's rich people in there. You know, it's a lot of places she can be, but we just got to find her. Somebody got to crack. Something got to happen. Some miracle got to happen. There's got to be a miracle. She's been gone 10 days. They got hell of a head start. So it's gonna have to be a miracle to get her.
So who
I'm keeping it safe though, because I don't know what the law enforcement doing. They could be right on. They could be right ready to get her right now. I don't know. They're so tight-lipped. So I know they got something going on. That's why they're not saying shit.
But don't you think at some point they should say something to you and let you know something?
They're gonna have to. I told them, let me look at the video to confirm that that's my daughter. This video that you have, you might be mistaking her for somebody else, and they won't let me do it. So, you know, I'm still trying to work on that.
Do you have a lawyer?
Not yet, but I'm gonna get one though. I don't really need it right now. You know what I'm saying? I need them to find my daughter. I don't want to stir up shit and stop them from doing their job.
But like I'm saying, the longer you wait to get that video, the more of a chance that video has to be altered.
That shit was already altered, man. It's going on. It's about to be going on 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That shit was already sunk. The whole point of it is that after the fact, I can get somebody to come back on them and check their home, like checking somebody's homework and make sure they did their homework right. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let them do their thing, let them fuck up, and all of that. And then when it's time to check their work, I'm gonna check their work.
To me, right now, what he's talking is
Babblish to me. I'm not gonna
hood.
lie.
Right now, what he's talking to me is hood talk, to where it's like, why want to help this situation out? You know what I'm saying? It's hood talk. Oh no, calm down, settle down. We're talking about your daughter here that's missing. No one knows where she is. Let's settle down. Let's calm this down. Let's gather our thoughts together. Okay. We're not going, oh yeah, this is not this type of deal right now. And I'm trying to get that across to certain people. Lizzie, go. Y'all see Lizzie? She's like, I want them to know I'm here. Say hi, Lizzie. She don't know. She's still a baby. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, all that I'm with the smoke type deal is not what's needed for Felicia right now. I want baby girl to be found. I'm sorry, like, literally, she's a decade younger than me. Like, to think about it, I was 10 years old, 11 years old when she was born. Like, nah, we got to protect our youth. We got to protect the women and the men that are coming up after us to ensure that we're having something better go on than what we have had to deal with. And that's not what's going on right now. And this is crazy to me that it's being looked at as something minute or minor. Where are you, Felicia? If you are out there, girl, keep whatever you're doing right now to keep yourself alive. Keep it going. And whoever out there has her, know that we all out here love her. You do not have to make this into something worse. A murder charge, a capital murder charge. Go ahead and give her away. Hopefully we can come with an agreement of why you did it and get you on something lighter. Please do that. This is not worth it. So let's continue with what's going on in this case.
Can I say something?
Go ahead real quick.
One, I'm not gonna lie, this is my child. I'm turning that whole city up. I don't care about all this. Oh, I know these people out here killing people. There's people telling me something in my ear about the plane. I don't give a damn about that nigga, that dude. This is my child. I'm knocking on doors. I'm in that area and everything. I'm not playing. When it comes down to my children, I am not playing. So there's no question.
Listen, I am like in love for Kevin and reaching out for him, and I am here for him, but I feel like some of the questions are just irrelevant. And I feel like he needs a little bit more guidance because it's being taken down a path that doesn't need to be taken down. I don't care about none of this. Felicia, where are you? Are you okay? Are you not? We just want to know at this point what justice needs to be served. Period, point blank. That's all I care about. And that's pretty much what I need to say. So I'm going to click down a couple of the messages. Hold on, Michael. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to click down a couple of the messages, get through it, and we're going to get through this so we can have a full conversation, guys. All right, here we go.
Okay. So
There's no need to fight a losing fight. You know what I'm saying? If they're not gonna give up the information, they're not gonna give it up. I'm gonna just let that go and fight the next battle.
So at this point, what is the private investigator telling you?
Like I said, I have the same information that I've had since this shit started. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. The private investigators, they could really, Quando X people, you know what I'm saying, they did more than the private investigators with. You know?
So are the private investigators out of Houston?
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all in bed together. They all in bed together.
I believe it. I believe it. But this one right here, that blew up and it's gonna blow up some more. That's why I said, you know what I'm saying? I got haters out here, you know what I'm saying, already because of my message and what I'm saying and the names I'm using. You see what I'm saying? So eventually that's gonna become a problem for me. And that's just common sense.
And what names are you using?
The DeBari brothers. You know who?
So people are upset with you for using their names.
Yep.
And why would they be upset?
You tell me.
I mean, what are they saying to you?
That I should shut up.
Okay.
Let it go and let it go.
Just let it go. They
haven't I done enough? Haven't I said enough? And the answer is no.
So you're not willing to stop saying their names?
No, I don't got my daughter back.
And what do you think it's going to take at this point to get Felicia back?
Man, a show strong of aggression on many levels. You know what I'm saying? To try to get some real answers. You know? On top of that, a miracle. Or for law enforcement to actually do their job right. And actually get a score one for once.
But at this point, do you even feel like law enforcement would even be? Do you feel like law enforcement is cooperating with you?
I mean, I guess to the best of their ability, they're not communicating with me, but at the same time, I don't want them to impede the investigation either. You know what I'm saying? If that's gonna fuck up them doing their job, then don't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can tell me, let me know when you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? I got people, you know what I'm saying, in law enforcement in my family that's, you know what I'm saying, making calls for me and all type of shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping the faith right now and just standing on their helmet and communicating with them myself.
And you telling me this is the first time you've ever heard about her being out there with 4 other women?
Now, I heard about that from the gate, but we kind of X that as a family members, we kind of X that out. You know what I'm saying?
And why is it?
So you heard that. He heard people were saying there were 4 women out there from the gate, but he X'd that out. I still have no proof of the 4 women. The only 4 women or the 3 women that they're talking about is from the video that was taken way before this. So let's continue.
Because of the type of person she is. She don't run in packs.
Where's her mother at?
Nobody knows.
What do you mean?
I'm the guy. I'm the parent. Me.
So
where is her mother? Nobody knows. I feel like a lot of things in this situation are being clouded and not transparent. And it doesn't matter. People are going to wonder, where is the other parent? Where is the other parent? Yes, I give it to him for being the stand-up guy, but you got to wonder, where's her mom not advocating as much as you? Can we give it up to this man? Of course. Because a lot of men would be like, well, I don't know. So let's just take that into consideration. Let's go.
So when was the mother out of the picture?
Shit, she been going out the picture, man. That's irrelevant right now. You know what I'm saying? She's not in the picture.
Okay. I got you. So
anything else, man?
No, I mean, I'm trying to see if anybody else got any questions for you that they'll ask out there. They can hit the link. I mean, I think we pretty much got everything we got. I mean, you dropping the names. I think you pretty much got it in your head what you think went on.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me. They got prior allegations and prior criminal charges brought up against them for the same thing. So, you know,
now,
why wouldn't it be them?
Have they ever been convicted of it?
I don't think so. They got lawyers. When you got lawyers and you got money, you don't get convicted. You know that.
And you know what? From back in the days when I was there, it was always being said, this is a team of a family. At the time, it was 2 brothers that were dads, but now supposedly, now this is a decade after, they passed it on to their children that are still running these clubs, and it's two cousins or two brothers, whatever the case may be, that are running these clubs, which is Cover Girls and Centerfolds. This is all in my opinion. Nothing is set in stone. I'm just saying that are running these clubs and are still the same thing that I dealt with back in the days when I was doing it. So it is what it is. Let's continue before we go on. I'm going to drop the link again right now, so that whoever wants to pop up, we could talk about it. If not, we're going to wrap this up. Here we go. I'm dropping the link. Paste. We're going to continue this, and here we go.
You're able to operate.
Okay, but the people that they're accused of, they're all victims that are still free right now, right?
Shit, them people, some of the people that died, man, they didn't make it back. You gotta do your research, man.
And how does that make you feel?
People lied to me and said they found a lot of them girls alive, but I'll come to find out that they didn't find a lot of them girls alive. I'm just hoping that mine is.
And how many women are we talking about?
They didn't give me a specific number. I know in this past 6 months, she's like the 5th one, but shit, somebody been snatched since I've been here for a week. Somebody been taken. So it's an epidemic.
What's going on, Reese?
Hello, I'm Ratchet and Mr. Johnson. I just I wanted to know what can we do to help you as the people, the Black community? What can we do to support you?
Well, I got a GoFundMe on my Facebook page. Kevin Johnson. If any donations was going to help me to stay out here and keep looking for her, because I really don't plan on leaving here, because I feel like.
Okay, and that's something I haven't heard of. There's a Facebook page with Kevin Johnson. I know that was something that we heard about a little bit earlier. I mean, well, not earlier, but I'm saying there was a point where everybody was saying money. And they're like, oh, no, he's only asking for money with the Kevin Johnson page. So this is where this is coming from. And before I speak on anything, I like to bring it to you guys first before I talk about it. So this is what people are talking about and saying, oh, he's trying to only bring it into money. You guys know I will speak on my opinion, but I want you guys to have your opinion first. So let's go back and listen to what was said. I don't know if I feel like it was that way or just him trying to be able to stay and make sure his daughter's case was going well. So let's go ahead and listen. And anybody could take it the way they want to, okay?
You got to keep your foot in there, sir.
I got to stay here. I got to stay doing interviews. I got to stay keeping the story fresh and stay keeping her story out there so people can know that she's wanted still and still loved.
Absolutely. And I want to say thank you for having the courage that you had to get up here and.
I have a challenge for all of you. Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and
being a father concerned about his daughter, that's, you know what I'm saying, you got your hands on deck involved. And I think I can speak for Ratchet and the Ratchet gang. We are here to support and help in any way that we can. And we really appreciate you, taking the time to answer our questions. And we will definitely I will take a look at the GoFundMe and everything and share it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll make sure to donate to you as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down for the cause, man. And yeah, I mean, I commend you. And I know you up against a uphill battle right now as far as the names you're dropping and the connections that are tied with these people. But I salute you, and I'm right here with you. And as much information as I get, I'm gonna put it on my platform, and I'm gonna say the same names, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of everything and uncover all their dirty laundry. So I'm with you.
I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate
you too, sister. You too. All you guys.
And that's all I pretty much want to know is what we can do.
And I don't know how much Kevin felt that was true, just based on the fact that after this interview, and you guys can go ahead and watch it and see it after, the part of when Kevin leaves, you can see probably why Kevin felt betrayed after this interview. I'm still on the fence, so I'm not on no one's side, but I'm saying you can kind of see where it comes from. So I'm going to go ahead and continue it. It's almost over from his part, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it. All right, here we go.
No, but I'm gonna talk that down.
Yeah. Salute, Reese. All right. Anybody else can hit the link if y'all got a question. Tap in.
Yeah, let me put it on your thing. I'm gonna put it up there for you so you can know.
Yeah, drop the.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. It's on my page. All they got to do, my page is open. All they got to do is just search my name, and the Cash App will be right there on my thread.
All right, he did. Oh, hold on. All right, there you go.
Yeah, I sent it to you in the chat. Kevin Lino Johnson.
Got you. You sent it in the private chat. I got you.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I'm gonna pin it to the thing. Hold on, give me a second. Copy. All right, hold on. I'm gonna drop it down there. If anybody wants to look him up on Facebook, I'm gonna drop it right here. This is his Facebook right here. And then you got to GoFundMe on your Facebook, correct?
Yeah, it's right on there. They'll see it. Just scroll down on my thread, and there's about 2 or 3 of them on there. Just click anyone. They all work.
And have you heard from any of her friends?
Yes and no. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are suspect to me right now because, people was keeping secrets. They're not around. They're not, attached to this effort that I'm doing. I'm asking questions. I'm not getting answers, so I don't know. What's the friend really?
Have you guys been doing searches?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're doing searches, man. They're daily. Texas EquuSearch is looking. We're doing our own efforts. So I can't really be out there. See, I'm on TV. My face is on TV like every 5 seconds. So I can't just be going all around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't be doing that. That's not smart. I got to just, move different.
I mean, man, I'd like to do. We praying for you over here, man. We praying for a safe return for Felicia. And I mean, I hope this is just a case of just. I just hope it's a best case scenario. She just comes on home and y'all get back to California, San Diego. But it's a crazy story. That's all I can say.
Yes, it is. Never thought it'd be happening to me, but here we are.
And you're gonna be out here in Texas as long as it takes until she comes home.
Yep.
I mean, yep. we wish you the best, man. And if you need to get the answers that you're looking for, I can point you in the right direction.
Oh yeah, man. Please do. Please do. Any kind of investigating you can help me with to locate my daughter, man, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Oh, definitely. And I'm right here in Dallas, man. So yeah, I'll get with you.
Yeah, man. Well, I think we might be coming to Dallas in the next couple of days or something too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do my due diligence. But I want the people to know this one thing. I am protected. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here by myself. And you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping my head on a swivel, and I'm gonna be looking and I'm gonna be watching. So, and I'm out, you know what I'm saying? I am a problem. I ain't going nowhere.
And one last thing, I don't know how you feel about this, but this came up in my investigation too, and I'm just gonna say one word for you: Mexico.
Yeah, I know. The authority said that they was already checking on, the borders, and they already had that on lock. Where with her, you got to show all your paperwork. She don't have no passport. You know what I'm saying? So you're not. And I mean, unless a coyote took her. You know what I mean? We got to cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't know what happened to her. Anything's a possibility.
It's all gonna start with that footage, though. Then the quicker you get your hands on that footage, the better.
Yeah, they got the footage. They told me they got the footage, but they're not telling me what's on it. They had the footage like since last week.
Inside and outside?
They said the cameras don't work outside, from what I heard.
I bet they don't. And is it true that the managers don't take phone calls and the owners, you're not allowed to reach them anywhere?
Yeah, that's true. They just put you to the lawyer.
The managers won't even talk to you face nothing.
Nah.
Good luck with that, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Any last message you want to get out there to the possible suspects or whatever you think went down, or to Felicia?
Hey, I'm gonna say a prayer for them too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, that's my baby, man. You know what I'm saying? You mess with father's kids. You know, I'm gonna just pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you like I'm praying for her. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Salute to you, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, that's it.
All right, we appreciate you for pulling up, brother.
Yes, sir. Send me the link, man.
I got you.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Salute to Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson, that's Felicia Johnson's father. Salute to him for pulling up. He's a brave man. If y'all want to get into his GoFundMe, get into that GoFundMe right there. Kevilino Johnson. Salute to who was that? Was that T Childs? No, that was Sugar Bear. Salute, Sugar Bear. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody, man. But this is a scary story. This is a scary story because he don't know what happened to his daughter. We don't know what happened to her. I mean, I think everybody kind of got a really good idea of what went down, but there's probably nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. There is probably nothing you're gonna be able to do about it because you're going up against some heavy hitters. I did my research on these people, and these people are. I got a show tomorrow about these people that he's talking about. I got to do some more digging, but I pulled up a lot of information on these people he's talking about, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. They are directly connected to the law enforcement out there in Houston, and this is close to home. You know what I'm saying? So keep it a buck. This is it's kind of scary, simply because I think everybody in the building knows exactly what happened.
Where your shipping address types itself. Where all your tabs go everywhere you go. Where you can surf.
So what I do want to let you guys look into real quick, because I'm going to take some of you guys' comments. And man, a lot of this comes dearly and close to my heart because I know so many people that have been through it. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't trafficked, but it's hard to say it, like, because I just don't like to picture myself in the situation. But I was drugged and I was abused and I was in a confused state of how did I get here? Because I knew everything I was doing was just calculated and knowing, okay, I'm dealing with this person. I won't deal with this person because I don't feel, but people will get in so good with you. And I'm going to speak about someone because they act like I'm a stranger now these days when I've tried to accept what they put in my plate before me when I was so young. This person got really, really close with me. And where we at? Let me see. Because we're almost at 3 hours. I'm gonna write this down. It's a popular person. A big DJ in like one of the hottest spots in the US. I'll talk about it later. Let's continue with her. But I am writing this down because I do want to make that something I talk about, because I gave this person, because they tried to reach out to me like, hey, we're both, my Asian side and my African American side he was like really reaching towards my Asian side and talking about all the stuff we did there because I didn't have too much in touch with my African American side, which is my dad's side, because of, they were far away from me being in San Diego, and they're all the way in Talladega, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So he reached out and was like, like just getting comfortable with me on that terms, which and knowing he was really in links with another person that is doing prison time right now and just trying to get me comfortable. I feel like that's really messed up. But I put this on here so that I can talk about it. And we are going to talk about that at a certain time. I think it's going to be after this week because I want to get all of Felicia in there to get everything caught up. We're going to get on the new case because we have 4 babies out here by themselves for either 2 or more days by themselves in a household while their parents are doing their little rendezvous 30 minutes away, leaving these 4 children in the house with a chair propped up in between the refrigerator. So ages from 4 and down can have access to some type of food. The teenagers walked by and like looking at these kids all nude in the street to where they're like, where are you guys living? They followed them to their house. The oldest one speaking at 4 years old. Everyone else younger than that. So when they got to the house, it was flooded in water. There was a chair in between the door and the refrigerator. I don't know, maybe the parents propped it open so they can get it. But they were left there for 2 days, according to the news stations. And the parents were found 30 minutes away. The dad was there because he was not able to be around the mother because he had already abused her on more than one occasion. So they're off doing their thing off 30 minutes away while their children, 4 children, are left alone in this house for some teenagers to find them and take them to their house and their moms take care of them to find them 30 minutes away. Like, guys, we gotta quit playing because I got a lot more on top of that. That with Felicia's case, I jumped on. So we gonna hop on all of that as well. Go ahead, Jeanette. What was you saying?
I was just saying, it just seems like this dad's doing the best he can in the circumstances he's in. Because you never know until you're, you never know until you're
in the situation.
Right.
And that's why I'm all for Kevin right now. I'm all for him. But I do want him to come and just talk and explain what's going on, because all this other stuff everybody's saying, that's not how Naomi gets down. I want to hear from him. I don't want everybody putting in their bits and pieces.
Right.
I want to hear from him. And that's why I'm telling him. He's like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm not whatever, because, we talking to him before all this even went this big. Then I'm talking on this, and then he feeling like they betrayed him. I don't know what too much was said after. You guys can go on RatchetTV to see the whole thing. But supposedly it was just like mean towards the dad. I don't know. I gotta go watch the whole thing, and I will for sure, just to have a clarity of what's going on in this case. But I feel like he just needs to talk and say, hey, this is this and this is that. Just lay down facts, and that is what it is. Forget what everybody else is thinking. I know my daughter left on this day. I know my daughter says she told me she was taking a flight, not with nobody else. I know this, I know this, I know this. These are the facts, and that's it, and that's done. Stop feeding into all this extra stuff. You lay the facts down. It is what it is. It's done. Let the police do their due diligence. Let everybody else and that type of field do that. And you lay back and see, okay, yes, but I'm going to make sure I'm pushing to make sure my daughter is getting justice. Right. But otherwise, fighting, none of that stuff matters. And people need to understand that. Period. Hey, Lakeisha, you going to pop up in here? I'm gonna put the link in the chat real quick. After this, I'm gonna just wrap it up, and then I'm just say it is what it is, because Yeah, it's called RatchetTV Hood Journalist. And I'm not talking down on anybody because I don't know the extent of the content, but he was able to have Pops come on there and talk. So just go on it. If you look at my description, you could click on it. You could go straight to his page, listen to the whole thing, because he had other dancers talk, which I'm going to bring some of my friends that I have danced with on the platform Saturday and Sunday and whatever other days they can fit in to their schedule, and to talk about the different types of things that go on in this industry, because I want you guys to have a open and clear understanding of what goes on. But the new case we are talking about is a couple of different cases, and one of them, like I said, is about a couple that left their 4 kids in the home for 2 days, according to the law, or more than 2 days, was just leaving the refrigerator open so hopefully they can get a meal, because the father was ordered not to be around the mother, so they went 30 minutes away so they can do whatever they were doing in the hotel, and left all 4 kids there to wander in the street naked and all kind of stuff. We will get to that, but what we're talking about right now is Felicia, and I'm trying to get everything I can out there. And like I said, she has taken pictures with one of the photographers that I have taken within my career. And I'm going to reach out to him and see if he will talk about his experience with her, like I said, as well. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to, guys. It's just that, just like with Megan Magginson that want to come on here. She does want to talk, but I'm not going to force it, because she was shot in her head, guys. She was shot in a critical part of all of our bodies, and she kind of is in and out. And I don't want to force her, but she's like, no, I want to come on. But she'll say that, and then like a couple hours later, she doesn't remember what's going on, I believe, because when I hit her up, she's kind of like, I don't know. And then she'll hit me up like, I want to come on. And then it's just going to come up with us to get in line to have her come on and talk and explain her experience with dealing with the tragedy she had and the beautiful flowers and children she had that came out of this situation. So we'll get there. But I'm not going to force anybody, and I'm not going to let you guys force me to let anybody speak if they're not willing or able to. So we'll get there, guys. Promise. I know. So let's go ahead and just see what is going on in these types of areas. Here's a quick little video, and after this I'm gonna go ahead and shut the live down because we're going on 2 hours. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it short, but let's go ahead on to this. I will be ending this live and continuing another live probably in 30 minutes to keep it going, because there's a lot more that needs to be said on this case, but that live is going to be probably real short. So here we go, y'all. You guys know you guys can always catch the replay. So let's go.
I think when I was first, on the streets, I still kind of separated myself from everybody else that was down there and looked at myself as like unique, that like, I'm not as bad off of me.
Kennington Avenue runs under an elevated train called the L. So it's kind of like a hallway where it's the stores and then there's the train platform. So there's no sunlight, there's nothing like that. It's inner city. There's trash, there's everything you can think of. It's abandoned buildings, abandoned factories, abandoned houses. And then there's the heroin. And there's on every street corner down there, there's dealers. You can't go anywhere without running into dealers.
It went from trying it, probably to within a month, like needing to do it every single day. So when I moved down there, like it was very bad. It wasn't about like the thrill of getting high. It was like, I need this, or like, I feel like I'm going to die because I'm getting that sick.
That's one of the tools that the pimps use to keep these girls under control and keep them in the working status, because they need the drugs. They need the money to get the drugs. So that's a big key factor in their control over these girls.
In the beginning, it's easy for them to manipulate you when you have nothing, and they're literally providing you with everything. And they have that control over you. It kind of became just like giving into them, because I felt obligated, to do certain things with them in order for them to keep providing for me. If they would be physically abusive towards you, then they would remind you that they were like your primary source of income, your primary, place to have a roof over your head, to feed you. So even though that part of it was there, it's kind of like you were willing to sacrifice. I was willing to sacrifice enduring that, because without that person, like I thought I had nothing.
We ran into her, and she didn't fit. She didn't belong. She was clean. That's a big thing. And she was dressed nice. And that didn't fit. And then after we talked to her, she was educated. It all didn't jive.
He probably first met me when I had just gotten out there. And I wasn't, as bad off or as beaten up as I was, years later, when he found me again.
Then the second time, it's like, all right, you're back down here. What's going on? And the progression started, where she just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and deeper into Kensington, where she couldn't get out.
It's honestly like a war zone is how I would describe Kensington. I normalized it so much, but most of what goes on there is, drugs, prostitution, and violence. It's crazy when I think about it now, because it's no way for a person to live.
Finally, at some point, her mom actually reached out to me and wanted me to, see if I could find her. They wanted to get her help and get her off the street and out of what she was doing and where she was.
I had alienated myself from them for so long, lied to them, stole from them, had them searching for me for months, putting out missing persons reports for me. There had been warrants out for my arrest because I had failed to appear in court for months, like I was running from the police. And Detective Johnson was on the warrant unit at that time. I remember I was walking down a one-way street this way, and I see a truck go this way. And for a split second, I thought about running. He got out of the car and he handcuffed me. And he literally called my mom on the phone to say, like, we found your daughter. So that day that he arrested me, it's kind of like I had that moment of clarity where I realized that I was going to be in trouble because I was going to be in jail. But I also had that sense of relief that was a little scary, because I knew that it was over. I knew that the way that I was living and, my days on the streets and years of living that way was ending. So as scared as I was, it was almost relieving in a sense to know, like, even if this is forced, like, my life doesn't have to be like this anymore. Looking back, like, that day, he saved my life in the sense that had he not gotten me then, like, I don't think that I would have made it off of the streets alive had I continued to stay out there.
I don't look at it like that, like I saved her life. I mean, now sitting back after she said it, yeah, but that's what I was supposed to do. That was my job. That's what the task force, everybody was here to do. That's what we're supposed to do, is help these girls get off the street.
Whether it's, addiction or prostitution or human trafficking, it doesn't discriminate against any, socioeconomic status or any background. Even me in the beginning thought, like, I come from a good family, an educated family, a good area. Like, this could never happen to me. Like, I was one of those naive, ignorant people that didn't think it could happen to me, as though I was above other people. But it can happen to anybody. You don't have to come from, a bad home or live in the inner city where that stuff might be misconceived as being more prevalent. Like, it happens everywhere. It can happen to anybody.
So, Naomi, you there?
So yes, there's just so much things that are going on with this whole case, and it's just bothering me because I'm sick of getting the emails that I'm getting. And people are like, oh no, ignore. Ignore what? Ignore what people feel like it's okay to say. people feel like it's okay what to do. Like, ignore what? Because people want me to feel like, yeah, you have some kind of understanding about it, but we feel like, well, what they're telling me is anything. Well, her father introduced her to this life. How do you know her father introduced her to this life? Like, where are you guys getting? So when I write them back and I'm like, okay, so you're saying her father introduced her to the dance lifestyle?
Right. But
This
does that
adult entertainment lifestyle? Show me where you guys have that proof. And they're just like, no, we know for a fact he did. I'm tired of I know for a fact without having facts. Show me the facts.
It doesn't, what does it matter? It doesn't mean that she's not worthy of being found.
Hello? That's
Like,
what I'm saying. But even with that still, and they're still like, no, we know for a fact this is this, and that. And I keep asking people, where are the facts? And then they want to come at me like, oh, Naomi trying to act like I'm not acting like anything. I'm only asking a question. Where are your facts? You're telling me her dad is doing this. You're telling me her dad is doing that. You're telling me this about her mom, and her mom was this and her mom was that. You're telling me she had plans to do this. You're telling me about this trick, and this trick is doing that. Where are these facts? What do you guys want me to look into? And why are you guys mad that I'm not looking into something I don't see?
Well, that's I don't, in all my studies, I don't have experience of being out there, but I have a degree. In all my studies, the one thing, even with a bunch of serial killers, is that's a population that they go after because people devalue them. And they don't remember that the people out there that are working in those clubs or working on the street, they have families.
Hey. Yes. People don't understand. For your family, you're going to go in and out, whatever you need to do. Like, no, yeah, they're like, look, you got to look into this dad because the dad is this and the dad is that. And that's why I hit him up the other night and I was just so livid. And I was just like, look, I need you to pop up here and say something because I got so upset about the emails I was getting. And I'm like, how could you guys even think this man is looking into any of that with how public he is? It just pissed me off. But whatever, I can't make somebody speak if they don't want to. Are you? You already know, man. You already know what's going on.
There's just something called empathy.
Where are the facts, people? Show me. I don't care. I'll go with anything you're saying if I see facts. Facts. Literally, it's coming from Pops. It's coming from wherever. Let me see some facts. Facts. That's all I care about is facts. Let's see. What do you think is going on in this situation? It's not that so I'm going to see if I can hit up Pops and see if he could come on here.
I think it's exactly how he's put it out there. And I think it's...
I'm going to mute you for a second. But go ahead and talk.
It's exactly how he's put it out there. She's missing and she needs to be found. And it's, it doesn't matter what her career was. Her family is looking for her. So we should be looking. Everybody that might see her should look. So I know there's some dead air. Onslaught says peace, Naomi, and peace to the chats and the mods. So hello. I'm just trying for there not to be too much dead air. South National had made a point earlier where he said that the organization for the human trafficking in that city is funded by that strip club. I think that's something that should be looked into. I mean, it does make sense that a strip club might fund something like that if the people that work there are at risk. So, thank you, Lakeisha. I'm sure Naomi appreciates that. So is anybody in the chat from the Texas area? I mean, even that state, put a 1 if you are. Behind the bar, she's on the phone right now, and she will be back in a second. So, Christina, you have family there. Yeah, so. South National, I'm not sure what the question is.
Hey guys, I'm talking to Felicia's dad right now. Jeanette, if you could take it over right now so that I can speak with him, just because I need to get an understanding on some things. Can you go ahead and take over the conversation, please?
I'm trying, but
okay.
I'm trying to get people to interact so I can.
I mean, just go ahead and talk about whatever. I'm going to be on here in a second. Hold on, okay?
Okay. So, right now, you heard Naomi. She's having a conversation with the father of Felicia. So hopefully he can come up here and give us further information. I know things probably change every day. As long as they don't let them go cold. So I'm going to go to my computer and try to pull up if you guys have any questions. Has there been any new leads? Everything that's out there, I think Naomi put out there so far. I think she's trying to get the father to come up and talk about it, if there has been. We heard the interview earlier To me, he does sound a little bit tired. And it does seem like some people are saying stuff towards him that he probably... Wait a minute. So I just pulled this up. She may have read it before. The family of a 24-year-old woman last seen at a Houston nightclub April 15th. So she was just last seen April 15th, is pleading for help and finding her after her bloody cell phone was discovered near a park in West Houston following her disappearance. So according to the other report, the cell phone had speckles of blood, but it wasn't like covered in blood. And I guess activist Cornell X, if that's how you say it, I don't know. Somebody don't laugh. I don't know how to. Cornell X is bringing awareness. And the nightclub that she supposedly interviewed at, they're not being cooperative at this time. This report says Johnson reportedly called an Uber after leaving the nightclub, but when the Uber was taking too long to get there, she climbed into a man at the club offered her a ride. That's something we don't know either, because there's really been nothing said about video or... Oh, the father in the interview today said that the police did obtain video, but they haven't showed it to him.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. So I just got off the phone with Felicia's dad, and I think at this point, I won't be covering any more about Felicia.
Okay.
I think at this point, Naomi's going to wrap it up, and Naomi will not be covering any more about Felicia. Just for the simple fact that her dad is on the tip that he is and taking it out on me from what other bloggers or what other people have done to him. And I've seen it. Am I going to say I haven't seen it? I've seen it. So I will be making another video about this and why I'm stepping off of Felicia Johnson's case, and going to just go ahead and move on to the other cases that I normally would talk about. But this being a fellow San Diegan like me is why I felt like I needed to push for this. And being in the same industry I was in my past, I was pushing for this. But saying, click, I don't have any time to deal with this, I'm going to let this person deal with it, go ahead and let them.
Mm-hmm.
Us, on the social media side, let it go away. Because this person is on a whole nother tip, on a whole nother side. I was even like, I don't agree with what people were trying to push towards this. But since that is what it is,
well, Naomi,
I don't know exactly what to say about it now.
It won't go away. You really did some good coverage on this case, and I would just encourage people to still share your
and
content.
share about it. But as far as me pushing it, I'm done.
But like all the information we have is what we have. So
exactly.
That's
And I will
All we
also
can do.
share the video or the recording of what he said about this, and was like, oh, well, I don't, I'm tired, and he's sleepy, and he's this, and he don't want to. I'll share that with you guys and let you guys know why I'm going to step off. Just because I'm not millions of subscribers big doesn't mean I can't reach out to other people and help this case. But since it's being laid out like that, I'm done with this case. We're going to go ahead and take this down. I'm good. Felicia, I hope you're found. And I will still, on my personal time, look and hope that you're found. But as far as pushing it out there for, to be treated like shit, I won't. That's just not something that I allow. So we'll go ahead and let that be done. And I'll still do my due diligence and look for a fellow person that I just want to be found. But as far as doing extra, I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all these extra chats and things I had to bring forth. I'm not going to do that, because if family members and someone that's directly there with the family is just like, I want to go to sleep, I ain't got time for this, whatever, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, directly off of somebody that they felt like was going to be on their side from somewhere they're not even from, where she was from, which is San Diego, where I'm from, and is actually in the same industry that she's in, dealt with the same people, same friends, same family, and it's going to treat me like that, I'm good. Will I still look? I will. But to do all of this and to do some deep searching, I'm not. I will not be treated like that by any means necessary at all. So I'm going to wash my hands of this, and I'm done. So to the next case that I was talking about, that we were going to talk about, was the students, and we're still going to talk about some of the women that were in also the same position as wow, does it really do that? No, as Felicia, and has went into this club and has got treated bad and has had some lawsuits. So we're going to touch into that too, but I do really want to talk about a couple of cases that needs to be brought to the surface because of a lot of drama that's going on with it. So I'm going to bring that up.
So were there other women found around this area, deceased Black women that disappeared from what they're saying is near that club?
Yes. And that's all the stuff I was going to bring up. But if it's somebody that is treating me like that and not letting me do my due diligence or look into a lot of investigations that I've done myself, I'm not going to use any of my investigative skills and any of the things that I've done or had people reach out to certain different things to help someone out that is treating me like that. Because all I want is for Felicia to be found. That's all I want.
Right.
I'm not looking for anything else. That's it.
You can, Naomi, you can only meet somebody where they're at. And if he's not ready, he's not ready.
He's not ready. But I'm saying
he
has people that have money behind them and are flashing money signs behind them and are acting like their skills are more than another person's and is acting like, okay, they're doing a little bit more, but you don't know. Let me look. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 pages of research I've done for his daughter. I'm good. I won't continue. I will not allow the work that I do to be belittled by anyone because they feel like, oh, this person has money and that they're better than someone else that's not doing it for money. I won't. So I erase all this. I ain't even going to look to it after this. And I'm good. So we're going to go on to the next case, which is for these little kids that needs to be talked about, that their parents literally left them.
Wow.
For 2 days. 4 kids. 2 days. Let me make sure I bring up the right window.
So are you ending this and going to a new one, or?
I'm going to end this and go to a new live. So I'm going to go onto the new live of these 4 kids. It was 3 originally. When these teens got into the house, they found another child that was famished and hungry because their parents, I don't know if ran off or just left them with some food or whatever to go on to this. But I'm going to end this live, guys. I'm going to go on to another live. Wait about 10 minutes. I'm going to come back up and talk about these kids that were left and their parents were found 30 minutes away, having their little fun in their hotel room while their 4-year-old and down were left wandering in the streets. So I'll be back. Y'all. Like, I'm going to just wrap that up on that case. I'm not going to continue to go on with it because I will not be belittled or anything like that with all the things I go through and all the avenues I go through to help out people in their case, especially somebody in my own city. I'm not going to do that. So